You know what I think is hilarious about calling me gay and all of us gay?
Who calls you gay?
This is where it comes from. They see something I say or one of my friends say, and immediately they think we're like homophobic or something.
Mm-hmm.
And their default argument at just pure, you can tell it's fury.
I understand.
It comes at you like a
Thank you so much.
like a third grade argument,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, thank you. Well, you're a closeted homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I find that interesting that you will sit here and say you defend these people.
Yeah.
But then when you get angry at me, you say it to me as if it's just a derogatory
Yeah,
comment.
it's a slur.
Yeah, so how can you be on both sides of the fence?
Yeah.
It's like sticking up for black people and then using the N-word at me if you get angry.
Yeah.
It's like, something's disingenuous about that.
Are we rolling? Should we go?
Are we live? Okay, cool. This is your interview.
Yeah. No, we're good. We could just jump right into it. Well, I guess, I mean, maybe we should start. I'll just tell you a little bit about why I had the impulse to interview you. I saw the movie Inside the Manosphere. I thought it was lame. I guess at best a kind of missed opportunity because I think there's a lot to talk about there.
Yeah.
You know, with what's going on with men in the world. And, you know, at worst it was kind of a hit piece, and I thought it created caricatures of not just the men like yourself and Myron and Sneeko, but just of men in general. And I guess I feel pretty passionate about the conversation around men and what's going on.
Same.
And so I reached out to Andrew to talk to you, maybe Myron, maybe Sneeko. I guess just to show a different side, to kind of look under the hood, probe a little bit deeper, have a more personal conversation, humanize maybe. Not that you need that necessarily, but just to have a different kind of conversation and maybe show a different side to you. Because what I see is, like, I see your goodness. I see what you're trying to do in the world. And I can also see how people can perceive that in a negative way, and it provokes them. And I'm aware of the whole internet culture. You know, we talked a little bit about that, you know, on the phone, where there's you, and this is true for all of us. There's the you that's here at your home, you know, family man. And then there's what we present online. And I guess maybe that's the place to start. How has that been for you? Because you started off in construction, just, I guess, kind of a regular guy. Now you are a internet celebrity featured in a major motion picture.
Right.
You got a lot of attention coming at you. How's that been for you?
I always say my life is so good in real life, I couldn't get upset about anything that somebody says on the internet. And I genuinely, with all my heart, mean it. In regards to the Netflix thing, I knew exactly what Lewis was going to do.
Yeah.
I watched 3 of his documentaries before I accepted it. And so I had a decision to make. It's like, I know that he's going to in some way, and by the way, I think it's his job. Mm-hmm. And let me just back up a second. I love Louis. I think he's funny.
I do too. No, I've watched a lot of his movies. He's great.
The other day I messaged Lou on Instagram and I said to him, actually, I will read you what I said to Louis, because I don't want to misword anything, because it's actually quite funny.
Yeah.
So let me look Louis up real quick. I said to Louis, and I mean this truly, you might or might not believe me, but I'm genuinely happy for you, Louis. Last I checked, you were number 2 in the world in documentaries. Huge accomplishment. I know how hard you worked to get here. From the bottom of my heart, congrats. Flex bicep, black heart, duh. You know what he said? He says, thanks, Justin, I appreciate it. You know that number 2 is just first last, right? ? Copyright Talladega Nights. So like me and Louis are cool. Like Louis had a job to do.
Yeah.
I'm a grown ass man. I watched his other documentaries. I knew it was a hit piece. I knew that he was going to have to cut out everything that she said about how I show up as a father and as a husband.
Mm-hmm.
I knew he was going to cut out me playing with my kids. I knew he was going to cut out the massive amount of vulnerability I decided to show him just in case. I knew he was going to cut out a 30-minute conversation we had with my father about my childhood standing right here, and me taking care of one of my siblings completely, house, car, phone, everything, because I came out of our childhood stronger than she did.
Mm-hmm.
And for that reason, I feel that for any part of my upbringing that nicked me and is still with me,
Yeah.
the way for me to have grace with myself is to take care of her and love her regardless. He can't show that. That's not Louis's job. Louis's job is to make me look bad. I knew this. I am a grown up. How am I going to sit here and be mad at Louis when Louis's job is to make me look as bad as possible?
Well,
he shot with me for 3 days, man.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I hear you. That is his job on one level. But as somebody who's made documentary films, I would say the job of the documentarian is to try to get to like the deepest level of truth of what's actually happening. I think he failed in that. But I understand. You know, he has his angle. He has an agenda.
I think there's something behind Louis, though.
What?
I think there's a deeper agenda behind Louis in the world that wants to push a narrative to knock any man that's leading young men down in a way where they can put their narrative back in, to feminize him, to weaken him, to make him smaller. And Louis's job was to knock me and Myron and Sneeko, and he didn't have to work very hard to get that young man in Marbella. He didn't have to work that hard to get him. However, to that young man's credit, our zeitgeists are completely different. I think that the streamers of the world are actually the most dangerous thing for young men. Furthermore, if you were to put the documentary aside and go watch what I post on my channels, I don't even talk about women, ever. So it's always the case that if I'm going to get a big media outlet to cover me, they want to talk about women, my view and how I live my life around women and family. Because it's really, Louis not interested in the fact that I grew up in a trailer park, or that I overcame a violent home and a custody court battle and like didn't get to see my dad, and we had to meet at the police department just to go from one parent to the other because of how bad, and how I was able to like get out there and start hanging steel all over the country. And now I own real estate. The American dream part of my story, or let's say probably 99% of my life in general, Louis can't monetize it. Like, what gets monetized, man?
I understand.
Fear, anger, rage. That's a game. I knew it was happening.
But I guess that really does get at the heart of it, is that the unwillingness to really look at what's going on for men and to examine on the simple level, just to say their pain. Like just to look at their pain, look at what happened to them, and because it's just, I would say that Louis is just perpetuating the very thing, because in a refusal to see you or to show the more vulnerable side of you, he's actually reinforcing the manosphere's narrative that nobody cares about men. Nobody cares about their pain, and that the only way out of it is just to make a lot of money, succeed, have the nice car, like that's the route out.
It's generally done in extremes, right?
Yeah.
Louis, Pierce Morgan.
Yeah.
And by the way, I was about to rip Pierce. He's lucky. He is so fucking lucky that HS Tiki Taki kid got him before I did.
Yeah.
Because what Tiki Taki did to him, I was ready to unload on him 10x. And here's why. He was going to attack me for my relationship structure. But he's also the same man that defends homosexuals, which I also defend homosexuals. So how can he get behind homosexuals when they're being honest, In fact, they go so far as to make them heroes. They're brave. They'll put flags on churches for them. But if I come out and I say that I want to love my wife, be a good father, tuck my children in, be at home with my kids, teach them, grow them, and I might have a girlfriend or two, and my wife might help me, that somehow I'm the villain.
Yeah.
When he himself is in a relationship much like mine, except his wife is me and he's my wife.
Yeah.
So, and you'll notice I'm not trying to make fun of him.
Yeah.
I accept Pierce.
Just pointing out the contradiction.
I accept Pierce. Here's what I think about all relationship structures. If you can somehow in this world find love, then I do not care how you got there. And I'm happy for you, and I can love you in that as long as you're being honest and you're not lying to anybody, as long as you're being truthful, as long as you're there from them when they need you emotionally. You think it, so look at the situation that Myron had. I have a big advantage over Myron in this. And he really made Myron, he tried to make Myron look as bad as possible.
Yep.
But then he tried to use what I would call a very green relationship and exploit it. And now that young lady is going out with the attention she's getting and trying to act like Lewis opened her eyes. That's not true. Myron told her what was going on. I think the difference is that my relationship is getting close to being a decade. We have 3 children together. She knew me before I had money. And to be quite frank, I'm probably a little bit better at when she gets sad or she has a question, sitting down with her knee to knee.
Right.
And really feeling those emotions and making her feel heard.
Yeah.
Nothing between us, no phones, knee to knee, holding hands this close and talking through it, reassuring, letting her know that I'm not going anywhere, letting her know that when I tell her I love her, I mean it. Louis can't cover that.
Yeah.
He can't.
Well, he could. He chose not to.
I actually argue he can't.
Okay.
And the reason I argue he can't is because whoever's funding Louis' project is Louis' boss.
But doesn't it piss you off, though?
Does it piss me off?
Yeah.
No, sir, not when I decided to take accountability for it.
Right.
Not when I knew that it was going to happen before he even shot.
Does it make you sad, though? Like on some level?
Here's the only
take
thing.
yourself out of it.
Yes, sir.
You know
Yes,
what
sir,
I mean?
it does. But I'll tell you, the only, and this is about my brand in general. What makes me sad is that I am zero incentivized outside of when I interact with these young men in person or on the phone that I could show my heart.
What's that mean, show your heart?
I'll tell you, if I would have started doing social media and I would have came out with all of these heartfelt messages that you can do it or just whatever. Let's say there are more vulnerable messages. No traction. No growth.
Yeah.
No podcast invites. You know what I'd rather do? I'd rather go do what I have to do, know it's coming, and then when I get them in and they see the content on my page, sell them what they want, give them what they need.
Right. Well, that's the game.
That is the game. That is social media.
Yeah.
I hate to say. But like I can sit here and act like I could have started reading Bible verses to them and shown a bunch of videos of me hugging people. But what I end up having to do is sprinkle it in over the getting in them. I give people this example all the time. This is the podcast world. You go on a podcast. It's like freestyle rapping. You reach in a bucket. You grab any subject in the world from male and female dynamics to geopolitics, which means you have to be well-read, well-studied, traveled, etc. Then you have to have, not only do you have to have an opinion on it, but you have to have one that's bold and strong and sometimes something that will rile people up.
Yeah.
And then you have to be able to stand on it forever.
Yeah.
Right? So I could say, hey, David, the sky is blue, it's beautiful today. Or I could say, if I want somebody to see it,
Yeah.
the sky's motherfucking blue, and it's a conspiracy, and the Jews did it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So you, but
That's
you
the game.
have, so I hear you. What you're saying is you're not a victim,
No.
that you've chosen into this. You know what it
I
is.
made a
You're
decision.
playing
I'm
the
a grown.
game.
Yeah, man. I can't sit here and
You
blame Lewis for
understand the
that.
game.
Lewis, my boy.
Yeah.
I bought him a new Casio watch on his way out the door. and like we laughed, man. We laughed. We actually had, bro, he made the funniest joke insinuating that he had a big dick I have ever heard. When because he was like, this was the game with me and Louis. It was 3 10-hour days of playing a game. It would be like sparring, except I can't hit back.
Yeah.
So Louis trying to hit me, and I'm dodging it, right? I'm dodge. And the game was like, you missed me again. You missed me again. And then he goes and he pulls this, the one that I'm getting a lot of smoke for is actually when I'm like, men invent, build, and maintain society.
Yeah.
And I said, look around, Lewis. Show me one thing that a woman has invented, which has led to me getting Instagram messages from women with like these lists. It's like dishwasher, Barbie, Wi-Fi. And I'm just like, the exception's not the rule.
Yeah.
And furthermore, any young woman that hears some guy on Netflix say that men invent and build and maintain society, if that really gets to her, I've done her a favor.
Yeah.
Because she'll never make it in my world anyway.
Yeah.
And the reason I know this, and Louis knows this, by the way, because he met my operations manager, which is a 54-year-old woman. 75 to 80% of my management team, my construction business, are women.
Yeah.
They're the best.
Yeah.
They're incredible employees.
So we know you're not sexist, you're not a bad guy, but you're painted by a certain segment of the pop. I mean, you're lionized by lots of young men, but you're also painted as villain by a lot of people. You are the bad guy.
David, they didn't cast for a good guy.
But how does it feel for you?
They cast for a villain.
Yeah, I understand, but you're playing the villain. So there's some part of you.
No.
You're not?
I didn't play a villain. I gave him myself fully.
You say that again?
I gave him myself fully. When he got in touch with me, I watched his videos. I got back in touch. I knew what it was going to be. I said, let's do it. But I had a little bit of a different plan than the other guys. My plan was this, and I do think it shows up in the editing, by the way. And I thought to myself, okay, I could record him recording me, which
like
they did.
Yeah.
Myron did, and Tiki Taki did. I said, I could go out on social media before this. I have a big platform, almost every platform, and make it known to the world that a hit piece about me was coming. Didn't do it. How long has the documentary been out? A few weeks? You're my first interview. I've not gone on social and say, he always slandered me or none of this. Bro, I knew what was coming. I sleep easy at night. I know how I treat my people. I know my people aren't leaving me. The people in my life. He's been with me, this camera guy, he's been with me the whole time. She's been with me through ups, downs.
What's that mean to you, that people have stayed with you?
I think that for me, it's a really good indicator of how I've been a leader, how I've been there for them, how I show up for them when they need me. What else is a retention of your tribe as a leader? Like if you want to be a king, isn't that a personal KPI you should have to really help you understand?
When did you make the decision that you were going to step into that? Like that you were going to become the kind of man who was going to be a leader, a provider, a protector? Did you make a decision? Was that always
in regards
the case
to family
for you?
or business?
All of it.
I kind of push them all together. I think it's something you grow into. When I started my construction company, which was like around this little town, by the way, putting up buildings in people's backyards, no bigger than this space. You know, I started off with 2 guys and a ladder. Now, at our height during the summer, we'll be 150, 200.
Wow.
Trucks running everywhere, cranes everywhere, hanging Costco's and airplane hangars and Targets. And
you must be proud of that.
Very.
Yeah.
I'm proud of my life in every way.
Because? Why are you proud of your life? specifically for you? Like when you think about it, like what
Because
makes
I
you feel
showed
proud?
up no matter what and did what I had to do every day. And another thing I'm very proud of is the fact that I can go on these podcasts, they get seen all over the world, and I know for a fucking fact that I can sleep easy tonight knowing that nobody can ever come out and say I fucked them in business
Right.
or life. Period. Period. End of story. So my conscience is just completely clean on this.
You sleep well. You don't.
Yes,
Do you have
sir.
thoughts of doubt or fear, anxiety? Like, do you worry about just because it's a lot of
I have
psychic energy coming
Yes,
at
sir.
you? Like that's a lot to
I'm stealing
hold.
energy. I'm
What?
stealing energy.
Yeah. Well, you're
Yeah,
stealing.
I'm
Yeah,
stealing
I understand.
energy.
And you're able to hold that kind of negative transference. It doesn't get to you. It doesn't.
No, sir.
Cause
I
you
think
to
in the
doubt.
beginning I used to think about it a lot.
You did.
I truly believe the difference for many people, whether they'll be successful at this or not,
Yeah.
especially if they have like that it factor, is can they take the criticism?
Yeah.
If they can't, I think they fold. I think a lot of people don't get started. This is advice I give people because I get that question a lot. It's like, hey, I really want to start a brand. What should I do? You need to get to a place where you're okay accepting that the people on your Facebook might not like you, so the world can find out exactly who you are and love you for who you are. My dad will message me from North Mississippi, Oxford. Son, if you weren't famous before, well, you're real famous now. Aren't you worried about how angry these people are going to be? And I'm like, Daddy, I would rather have 2 billion people that love me for exactly who I am and have 6 billion people hate me
Yeah.
than to live a life that was unauthentic to what I truly believe. So,
What's he think about all this, your dad?
my dad,
Yeah.
it's funny. I know he's incredibly proud.
Does he tell you?
Not directly.
Really?
Not directly. Nah. We're a lot different. I'm a lot more like my grandfather.
Uh-huh.
His father, tail gunner in World War II, comes home, builds my grandmother a house with his bare hands in Oxford, Mississippi, on Highway 6 when you're getting ready to turn in to go to Ole Miss. And he started buying farmland all around. And he was farming cotton. And so my dad and my uncle used to help my grandfather farm cotton. And my dad always says of my grandfather that he was just mean and hard and stubborn and he was too intense, basically.
Uh-huh.
My father thinks that about me.
Well, I can see that.
Yeah.
You're pretty intense.
But I had the...
Are you stubborn? Are you mean? Can you be mean? Do you have a hard edge to you?
I don't really have a mean... Like, I'm way more big-hearted than I am an angry person.
But I wouldn't want to be on your bad side.
I've been in my fair share of fist fights.
Yeah, I can feel that. Like,
but not. I've never been the aggressor.
Uh-huh. But you're not to be fucked with.
I am. Hey, let's not do it. Let's not do it. But if you get in range, I'm gonna fucking drop hands on you.
Right.
Period. Not because I'm even angry, just because I'm out of options now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't yell at women. I know a lot of these people probably think, oh, he's a woman beater and he hates, bruh. Watch this. Hey, do I yell at you?
No.
I don't need to.
What is her complaint? Does she have a complaint?
Her
Does she have a, like, yeah,
He's like nonstop. Like
with his work?
I could chill out where it's like he doesn't have like an off switch.
Yeah.
And so you let him know, hey, you need more time, more presence with him, or what is it?
I think you do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Our communication is actually really good.
But I think like I enjoy the spontaneity. Like he chases like anything that's, you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
changing, new, different, juggling a bunch of things at one time. Whereas I'm like not that type of person, but I enjoy sitting back on a bar and like trying to be You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I understand.
Because I do, I mean, obviously being a mom, like, you know, I have other things that I do, but I enjoy being a part of the chaos.
She likes standing at a distance while dancing fire.
Well, it's exciting. It's exciting. It's fun. It's an adventure. He's, you know. How's that feel, by the way? Like
How's what feel?
your woman is proud of you.
You know what she reminds me of? You ever seen 300?
I have.
You know that scene? You know how stoic that woman
Yeah.
is? She reminds me a lot of Leonidas' wife. Not so much of the like, you know, go win or come back on your shield, but more
The nod, that
her
moment
strength
when.
is in that nod
Yeah.
and in that eyes. And I kiss her goodbye and I go to war. Period. I think it's a beautiful thing. I am more attracted to her strength than anything of her character traits. I respect it.
Yeah.
They say for men and women, respect equals love. I respect her. Don't tell anybody, clearly. It's so funny. What was it? 2 days ago, I went and took my little girls to play their first round of golf on the golf course here. And we're pulling out of my buddy's driveway. I was the best man in his wedding. Don't tell anybody I've gone to weddings. And I have my oldest in my lap. My 2-year-old has a crush on his 5-year-old. So she's in the back seat behind us. And so we got big golf clubs, little golf clubs. Me and him got some tequila. We're ripping 90s country. And his wife is pulling into his driveway as we're going out. And she's a twin. And so her sister's directly behind her. They roll down the windows. And somebody says something like, "Oh, Super Dad's out here." And I'm like, "Yo, keep it on the DL." And they're like, "Yeah, we wouldn't want to ruin your reputation." I'm like, "That's right." And we're like pulling off. And it's like, it's this thing, like everybody that knows me personally knows.
Knows what?
Knows Justin.
And what do they know?
I'll put it to you like this. I've had 4 or 5 people that I went to school with call me, and the guys are like, you know, fuck them, they don't know you. 2 girls called me. By the way, I never slept with these girls, not girlfriends. They were classmates, period.
Yeah.
I just want you to know that I'm here if you need anything. I love you. Which leads me to my next point. It's like, a lot of people think there's insecurity because of this. A lot of people think that I'm angry. Dude, I'm not angry. Like, I might need to talk angry to make a point on a podcast. But no. What do I have to be angry about? One of the best days of my life was my 10-year high school reunion. And it was simply because people came up to me and said, "You were the captain of the football team. You were the prom king. You were voted class favorite. Like, you were the man, and you were always so kind to me." I don't really have very many things to be upset about. I don't function from anger. This is one thing that me and Andrew disagree on, I think. He loves anger. It's never served me. Ever. It's never served me.
Was there ever a time that you were, I mean, as a young man, you had a tumultuous childhood. Did anger ever?
No, I think it hurt me. I think I was in pain.
You were in pain.
Yeah. You know, like, I watched
Did you act out in some ways? Like,
no, sir. I strategized.
Well, that's a kind of acting
Yes,
out.
sir. But it would have been very cloaked. What I realized very quickly is that the better I was at football, baseball, and basketball, I could get invited to go stay the night in somebody's house instead of being at my house or a trailer or wherever it was we were. And so I used sports as my ticket out of that house. And then I'm like, oh, well, if I'm really good at sports, I don't have to go work on the Mississippi River at Exxon and Cancer Alley.
Yeah.
So I said my sophomore year, I was a 3-sport letterman. I was like, okay, I got to drop this baseball shit and I got to drop this basketball shit. If I play football, I can get a full ride.
What position did you play?
Tight end.
Makes sense.
Yeah. People on the internet think I'm 5'10". The number one thing people tell me when they meet me is like, you're way bigger than I thought you were. And I'm like, yeah. It's the same people that say I have a micro penis and I'm insecure. Let them talk. Let them come meet me in real life, man. So I'm good. I'm good. And you know what's crazy? I genuinely, with all my heart, believe that if, without a prior opinion of me, even if we talked about subjects where we completely would not get along, everybody that hates me online, if I had a genuine opportunity, there's zero chance that they would leave my house or wherever we were and not like me. Zero. Fucking zero.
Yeah.
But that's not how this game works, David. It's not. So sometimes in life, and I think you'll agree with me here, sometimes you just got to be a big boy and take the licks with the good. What I know is that every time I collab with somebody, I'm probably picking up 10 or 15% of their audience. Currently, with the amount of hate I'm getting, I'll probably pick up a way lower number, but I will still pick up audience.
Yeah.
And for those young men that follow me, or young women, the goal would be for them to see my actual content, what I actually believe, and grow from that. I can't stop the world from throwing arrows in my back. What I can do is once those arrows hit, help the people that are in front of me and not cry about it.
Is that the mission? Is that like why are you doing all this?
Yes, sir. I love this. Yesterday, I took a call, an hour-long call from a young woman. She messaged me on Instagram. I happened to see it. And she's in love with this young man. And she wants to do everything she can to lock that boy up. I have a heart for that.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
If my little girls wanted that, I'd give it to them. I would tell them exactly what I thought would lock his ass up. You know what I'm saying? To get him commit.
Yeah.
I'm actually writing a book right now called Letters to Emery.
What?
Letters to Emery.
Oh.
In its letters, you met Emery.
Yeah.
Kinda. She's a little bit of a snob. Eva's a cool
Shy.
one. Yeah. She did that to Lewis and them too. I would want her to know what I truly believed would lock him down, would make him commit, would make him want to protect, provide, give children, create legacy. Not because I don't think she can be an engineer if she wants to. Because I think on a primal level, deep down, every woman, there's some outliers,
Sure.
but most women
Yeah.
want to be that for a man and want to feel protected, provided for, like a queen or a princess or whatever it is. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all.
No.
Anything. Now, would they frame me in a way to make people believe that I didn't think that? Sure they would. But that's not for my decision in editing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Well, it gets into this, what we were talking about. It's like you have to say things in a controversial kind of way to get the
Yes, sir, you
attention.
do.
And so it's easy for people to misinterpret the message. But I guess the idea is those who get it will come, and then you can give a more like you just did, a more nuanced message, a more grounded message, a more, I guess, holistic idea of what it is you're talking about. That it's not antagonistic.
not on purpose.
Not on purpose. Yeah. Not on purpose. Yes.
They don't. I believe that humans kind of act in line with their incentives.
Yes.
So if you look at the divorce rate, for example, it's 75% women call for the divorce.
Yeah.
They're quite literally financially incentivized to do so.
Yeah.
I actually think that getting married legally is almost a mistake in this undertone of this hidden pressure of the better you provide for your woman, the more she's incentivized to leave you and just take half of it. And then women go through like really hard times after kids.
Yeah.
and I've seen this up close, and they'll never post this. He could have posted this. I've said on record that being a mother is not only one of the hardest jobs in the world, truly physically, emotionally, spiritually, everything, but also one of the most unseen important jobs in the world. Truly, I believe that.
Yeah.
I've seen it up close. It's ridiculous how difficult and how from the second you wake up or while you're asleep, you get woken up multiple times to literally fully be at the full emotional, physical demand of a child. She has 3 under 4. She's as just much a superhero as me.
Yeah.
But I get no traction for saying that shit.
Right. Right.
Money, bitches, muscle, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Andrew shit. This Andrew hand.
Yeah.
Like, and by the way, have you ever seen Troy?
I
The
haven't
movie
seen
Troy?
Troy. I know the movie, but I've
Okay.
never seen it.
You should watch it. It's one of my
Okay.
favorite movies. There's this scene in Troy where Hector, which is the opposing king to Achilles, goes out and he kills Achilles' nephew. And when Achilles or someone confronts him about it, he said, he moved like him, he fought like him, he swung a sword like him. Who in the fuck do y'all think taught me to market?
Yeah.
Achilles himself.
Yeah.
Most Google man on the planet. His formula wasn't wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But Andrew and I, although we're a lot alike, in very many ways we're different.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I'm okay with that. He's okay with that. The war room will live, you know?
Do you think you're influenced by growing up in the South?
Yes, sir, very much.
Traditional values?
Mm.
I mean, I know that's
you want to talk about
I know
anger?
that can be a facade.
You want to talk about anger?
Yeah.
No, the yes, sir shit beaten into me, literally.
Uh-huh.
People ask me to stop saying yes, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. And I'll do it after and then have to apologize. I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to be cute here. I'm Southern. If you can't hear it, it was beat into me. I will try to stop.
Yeah.
Let me tell you where probably the key of my anger is, and maybe, since you're a psychologist, the deeper reason I did the Netflix doc.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up in the South, you're 6 years old. Somebody's telling you you're going to go to hell. Fire and brimstone. Worse than that, you're 12, you're 13 years old. You start to think you like girls. Definitely going to hell for that.
Right.
If you like them too much. For me, you know how they say some people like are born like homosexual? Like you see a little kid and you're like, that kid is clearly gay. I get it. Cool. I actually believe that.
Yeah.
I don't care. For me, I would say probably in high school, I realized that monogamy was something that I was really going to struggle with. Keeping it 100, man.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
a beautiful girlfriend.
Right.
Beautiful. And we never fought. There was never a sex issue.
Right.
Nothing. I just wanted to get in that cheerleading squad right
Yeah.
quick. Like, seriously, man. Like, that's it, and it's complete truth. And it was actually really pure.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very pure thing, but I don't think I understood it fully until I had it happen to me again. Because I broke up with that girl because I didn't want to be a bad person.
Uh-huh.
And I got my heart broke over it. So I go to college, still the man, walking across campus. That's where Jay Waller come from.
Uh-huh.
I'd walk in the locker room. Now I'm playing football, not baseball. So I'm with the African-American crowd here.
Yeah.
My boys.
Yeah.
Love those motherfuckers, man. I'd walk in the locker room and they'd be like, Jay Wall, get me on them white girls, G. And I'm like, bro, I got you, bro. They would take me to, you know what Q-Dogs are?
No.
The ones that bark and stomp and they have the brands. Mean sons of bitches. They would take me to their Q-Dog parties and drink the purple shit, the syrup. And I'd be in that motherfucker with a polo hat on and a 5950, and I was just in heaven. Trying to invite white girls. So,
Well, you must have had a lot of attention from women too.
I did.
Yeah.
Which-
so women are
which-
coming.
which
It's
was a
not that you're
grab.
necessarily chasing.
I've never
You're a
chased
big
women.
guy. You're good looking.
I've
You
always
got an
said
aura. Women are coming at
You
you.
have to absorb them. So I'm dating this girl. She's Miss ULM. She wins Miss Louisiana. She's getting ready for Miss America.
Yeah.
That soccer team, the cheerleading squad, the other athletes that are in the building, the girl teams, you know. And it was just torture. I didn't enjoy it. We didn't fight. There was no arguments. She was actually the daughter of a Methodist preacher. And she was the most talented human being probably I've ever met. Could play piano and sing like nothing you've ever seen in your life. Very talented human being. Her dad was white. Her mom was from Calcutta. So she had this beautiful, she was exotic, especially for Louisiana.
Yeah.
She was exotic. Olive skin, perfect build. She was a flawless woman. Really, she was. But as hard as I prayed, and I did, because I went to church with her every Sunday, I would go to God and I'd be like, please don't let me do this. I love her. And a lot of people call me weak, and they'll say this and they'll say that. But I just came to the point that I had to do it. And then when I went into my 20s, I still thought I was broken.
Broken?
Broken. I thought something was wrong with me.
Because you wanted to be with lots of women.
Because I wanted the women. I swear to God, I thought about writing a book called Coming Out of the Closet, Straight as Fuck.
Yeah.
Because in the South, if you say this, you would be better off saying you were gay.
But everyone's doing it.
Oh,
Aren't
of course
they?
they are. Oh, dude, listen. Think about it. Theo Vaughn he grew up an hour from here.
Okay.
I grew up here. He grew up over there. Everybody loves Theo because he's talented and he's funny. I could be a lot of those things. Maybe not as funny, maybe not as talented. I don't need that. I don't need to say that.
Yeah.
Theo Vaughn has more than one woman in his rotation. What's the other one? Modern Wisdom, Chris Williamson, that handsome son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He's my age. He's not married. You think he's sleeping with one woman? What I can't deal with and what will make me absolutely angry is hypocrisy.
Right.
And so if you talk about anger, I was in my 20s, and I remember I did this twice. I went to go see a psychiatrist to get him to fix me.
You did?
Yes, sir. I did.
Because you felt
Because
this
I genuinely thought it was me. I was the problem. Something's wrong with me.
You had some problem. You couldn't stop yourself. You couldn't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I didn't want to do it. I
You
didn't want to do it. It makes me happy. Like I like it. I like it. It's like the Lila Rose lady. She's like, well, you're disciplined here and here and here. Why can't you be disciplined? I'm like, whoa. It's not about discipline. I like it. For example, let's say me and you were eating dinner. Somebody throws a pepperoni pizza down on the table, and I start eating it.
Yeah.
And you go, you're cheating on your diet. And I'm like, look at my six-pack. I like fucking pizza.
Right.
I fast, so now I have this. So I just got to the point in my life. I went and saw those two therapists. One was a woman, one was a man. I did one session with them, and I said, this isn't for me.
Right.
I'm not saying therapy's bullshit.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me.
Why? What happened?
Well, with a woman, I just felt like the whole time I'm telling her what I think about it, I'm like, she must fucking hate me right now. You know what I mean? Like,
She's judging you.
or at the least her wiring also being from the South, because it was here in Baton Rouge. In my mind, there was no way she could ever accept me. Does that make sense? And I felt that way towards society. I grew up in the Bible Belt.
I understand. Yeah.
Being told since 6 years old or before, you'll go to hell for this. And you will burn eternally in fire and brimstone. And so what started to happen was the more that I really looked at the world, truly.
Yeah.
And I see things like every rock star, athlete, politician. Why is it that the most powerful man in the world at the time, Bill Clinton,
Sure.
will risk everything
Yeah.
for a fucking blowjob.
Right.
Why? Look at it now. Why would the most powerful men in all of time be willing to go to Epstein Island? I'll tell you why. Because they're bitches and pussies. Because they're scared of their fucking wife.
Right. Right.
They're scared of the Karens coming on the internet saying they're a piece of shit.
So what you find, you just accepted this
I
as part of
accepted it.
yourself. You rejected the religious dogma, and then you made
Well,
a decision that you were going to live
I'm going to
this
live
way,
by truth,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to tell everybody exactly
including
what
the
I-
women you were dating,
ev-
including
You know what's crazy about that? Maybe because now I tell, first of all, every woman already knows.
yeah,
Secondly, you'd be shocked. Maybe 1 in 100 leave over it. Maybe.
uh-huh,
I can't even think of one.
yeah.
I can't even think of a woman that would quit
Well,
sleeping
women
with
are
me over it.
drawn to men who are they're alive in their sexuality, but also that other men desire.
But yes, but also, and I made this point in the documentary, and maybe I was a little over the top about it. Maybe I was a little aggressive about it.
Uh-huh.
And I'll tell you, remind me to tell you why I did the documentary after this. You're sitting at dinner with a woman. By the way, my wife is what, 15 feet away?
Mm-hmm.
I love you. Let's say you're sitting down with a woman. At least by the second date, at least, if not the first one now, because too many people know, she'll lean in and she'll have this smirk on her face like, I got him.
Uh-huh.
Like this gotcha moment. Because she'll be like, well, tell me about your wife and kids. And she is used to, when she catches a man doing this, whether it was a boyfriend or ex-husband or whatever it was in her life, crawfishing.
Yeah.
I completely lean into it. What about it? I will never fucking leave her.
Right.
You can come or go.
Right.
Or you could meet her yourself. I'd love that. Please come over and have some wine with me and my wife. You know what I mean? Happy to do it. But it's in that moment that they realize that you're not backtracking that I actually think you hook them.
Yeah.
I really believe it.
I believe that.
And
Well, you're being unapologetic, which is a turn on.
right, especially on something that every man in her life ever, when she's brought that up, has ran from. How that makes me a villain, I'm not sure.
Well, I guess you must. Do you still carry some of that shame that was put on you? Because you are spending a lot of time kind of explaining yourself about it. And so that, you know what I mean? It might.
No, sir, I wouldn't say it's shame. I would say probably anger.
Yeah, okay.
Because
Well,
here's
why
my thing.
why are you angry? Because
I'll tell you.
they
I'll tell you, because they're hypocrites. I'll tell you why.
they're hypocrites. Yeah.
I'll tell you why. These guys in the man buns and fucking leading Wednesday night worship service so they can go ahead and hit on the younger chicks
Yeah.
and shit,
Yeah.
which I've seen, by the way. The same guys that would look at their wife and say, that Justin guy's a piece of shit,
Yeah.
let their wife go to the grocery store and beat off to an OnlyFans girl they think they have a relationship with.
Yeah.
I want to say 75% of Christian men have admitted to watching pornography.
But that makes you mad. Why?
It makes me mad because their sin is no better than mine. In fact, their sin is done in cowardice while trying to make me look. It makes
Right.
me mad because they use...
They're judging you.
No, worse. Worse. They use men like me as their mating strategy.
Uh-huh. Yes, I
I
understand.
would never be like him.
Right.
Oh, but the truth of the matter is, my friend, you can't. And there's a huge difference between loyalty and your inability to get women the way I do. Huge difference. Now, you can sit here and act like that's not the case. You know how many husbands and wives watch that podcast and the wife paused it or asked him later, if I would bring hot 20-something-year-old women home, would you want to do it? And he sat there like a coward bitch and said no, when really in his heart he really would.
Of course, yeah.
And he would want, well, baby, if that's what you really wanted, bro, he's a fucking bitch.
Uh-huh.
Whereas me,
But
I'm crucified for just saying the truth.
Yeah, so that's crucified. Like that's a strong, that's a strong word.
But
And so it touches something, right? Like it touches something in you.
yes, sir.
And
it
I guess
does.
I'm
It does. You know what it is? It's because I know how much I love people.
so you get missed.
I get missed, and
Like
that
you
bothers
people,
me.
yeah, that so they're like let's just
Yeah.
hang out there for a
Yeah, let's
second.
do it. You might help me.
Yeah, yeah. Because something about your goodness is not seen.
It all gets wiped away over
It all
1%.
gets wiped away, and that makes you angry.
pisses me off,
and
yeah.
maybe underneath that, it's actually
Painful, maybe.
painful
Yeah, of course.
to not be seen. And I guess that's why I'm here, right? Like
I'm glad you came.
because
First podcast at my house.
thank you for having me.
Happy to
Because
have you.
it's like that's what gets missed, right? And
Yeah.
in part because that's men aren't necessarily showing it, and that's why I think it's important for people to see, like even for guys like you,
Well,
even
men
for
are
guys like
incentivized not
Andrew,
to.
you
We're
guys carry
incentivized
pain.
not to. We all carry pain.
Yeah,
We're all imperfect.
yeah,
We're incentivized not to show it
because
because that's how it works.
it could be different.
How so?
Well, I think letting the world see your pain it's vulnerable. And I think that actually helps the men who are watching you because they're in pain. And if they can see that you are not actually Superman, right? That you have a kryptonite like we all do. I mean, that's the beauty of the Superman story, right?
right.
Like even Superman has a vulnerability.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's his vulnerability. It's sort
Makes
of
him
why
human.
we love him. It's what,
Right.
because if he was just Superman, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
If he's perfect, right? So there's something about,
Well, let me
Yeah.
get to the Netflix thing.
yeah.
Let's go back to my 20s. My biggest fear was that the people around here would find out how I felt about it. Because to me, the feeling was that I would be kicked out the tribe. So,
This tribe around here, your
This tribe.
neighbors, your friends
right.
here, old,
That's right.
you've been here a long time.
anybody in business, whatever.
They don't know all the details of your life.
They didn't.
They didn't.
They certainly
Now
do
they
now.
do.
Yeah. To me, doing Lewis's documentary was facing that fear at the largest level I could
Yeah.
and telling the world how I felt about it, knowing that I would probably get crucified for it.
Yeah.
And as scheduled, I am getting quite a bit of smoke over it. But you know what? I'm proud of myself for doing it.
Yeah. Well, I
What else
see
could
it
I do?
now. I see it now because I remember when you first came on, I had the thought, like, why?
Why would I do it?
Yeah, why is he doing
That's
it?
why I
Because you know
did it.
what it is. But now I see
It was personal for me.
there was some part of you that was still hiding on some level,
Maybe.
or protecting something,
Maybe.
and that this was going to be the reveal. And the more we reveal ourselves to the world, even if it's imperfect or, the world sees our flaws and our distortions or the places where we can get angry, whatever. None of us are show up perfectly all the time. That there is more freedom on the other side of that.
Yes, sir.
And so you're after freedom.
I'd do it again tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'd let Lewis write the lines and do it again tomorrow.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
When did it start, do you think? Because I have a feeling this pain of not being seen, like in your goodness, like
Or accepted.
recognized. What's that?
Or accepted.
Or accepted.
I think what bothers me is knowing for a fact who I am, how I've treated people, and that this one thing that I could have easily hidden, hidden it.
Yeah.
Know a bunch of other people, by the way, with big like family brands and all this stuff that do hide it.
Yeah. Do you think
That everything good I do for the world is thrown out, the baby's out with the bathwater, over what? Me telling the truth?
right? And that's painful.
When if I would have been homosexual, not only would they not dare attack me for
I
it,
understand.
I'd have been a hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, sir, I do have anger over that,
Yeah.
and have for quite a long time.
Well, I wonder when it started. Who didn't see you when you were a child? Like
I
because
don't think it was about my childhood.
you don't think it was about your
No, sir, I
childhood.
don't. I think I have plenty from my childhood, and I'll go into that with you.
Did your
No
dad?
problem.
Did your dad see you? I mean, you said that your dad actually hasn't verbalized that he's proud of you, which is hard to believe considering all
I
you've
mean,
accomplished.
he said he's proud of me. I wouldn't take
But do
that
you not
away.
wanna
I
hear
don't
the
think it's a
words?
normal thing.
Do you not want to hear the words? I'm proud of you, son.
No, that doesn't bother me.
Do you don't long for that?
I don't think so. I think my childhood gave me a lot, man.
What about your mother? What was she like? What was the dynamic there?
Do you really not know?
No.
Okay. So my mother, teenage mom, 19 years old. But my mother has a sickness in her. And
A sickness?
I'll explain.
Physical, mental?
Mental.
Okay.
So she has 6 siblings. And she has 5 children. Different fathers, but she has 5 children.
Okay.
None of those 6 siblings have a relationship with her or talk to her. And none of my other 4 siblings, including myself, have any contact or relationship with her.
Wow.
She can't help it. And I don't want to sit here, even though my mom tried to make a YouTube channel about me.
About you?
Yeah. She would make these videos talking about how I was just like evil, and then she'd go put her GoFundMe in the bottom.
What the fuck, bro?
She's sick, man. I'm not mad
I
at her.
understand, but that is...
I told you, I don't operate from anger. I gave you the one thing that actually really pisses me off, which is a hypocritical Christian, period.
Yeah, yeah.
I've met good ones that never talk about it. You can feel the love coming off them. That's
Yeah.
my favorite type of Christians. I love Christians as long as they're about what they say they're about.
Sure, sure.
Which means loving and accepting people. Of all the messages I've gotten in the last 3 weeks, you know I have not had one message that said, I'm going to pray for you. Think about that.
Yeah,
Think about it.
yeah. So your mom...
So my mom was very violent.
When did this start? When you were little?
Since I can remember.
Oh, hitting you, physically
Me,
lashing out.
My sister, my dad, my uncle has stories how she used to come in and just beat the shit out of him for no reason. She'd love you 1 second, and then she could just flip like that, and you would not see it coming. So you think you're good with her, and then all of a sudden she busts in the room. She was one of those mothers. In fact, there was a video that came out recently. It's the closest thing I've ever seen to my mother in someone else. It's a video, this woman beating her child. And she's yelling at him with the same fury. And he's crying so much that he goes mute. That was my mother. And I fucking told you, with a belt or whatever she could find. And again.
And you're just a little boy.
Oh, yeah.
Little boy.
I watched my stepdad beat my dad up in front of us on Christmas. And in my mind, while I'm telling you, I can still see my dad laying in the front yard. Because she sued him so many times that, and he was already broke. We were living in this little shack. It was $50 a month in Rayville, Louisiana. A little place called Cotton Gin Loop. It's an old cotton gin. We were in the middle of a bunch of cotton fields. And he couldn't keep up with the child support. So she brought us over there just to tell him to write a check or we're leaving. He reached in to get us, and I see coming over my dad's shoulder, my stepdad. Pulls him out, starts kicking him on the ground.
Wow.
He never saw it coming. She accused him of sexually molesting us. We went to custody court 12 times. The judge said, if you guys come in here again, I'm putting these kids in a foster home.
Wow.
Louis ain't trying to hear that story. What Louis wants is to make his daddy, BBC, happy. You know, I shouldn't have said that. I actually am not mad at Louis. Louis did what he had to do for his family.
I'm mad at Louis.
You can be mad at Louis if you want. I'm not holding that hate in my heart.
Oh, I feel you.
Because you know and I know that holding that hate is heavy.
Yeah. Well, I'm not holding hate. I'm just.
But you
know.
understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. If I saw him, I'd say, hey, man,
Yeah.
why not? Why not show that? Like, why not show the
He
humanity?
could have easily done it.
He could have easily done it, and it would have been a more interesting documentary.
I don't think so. I think he got exactly what he wanted.
Yeah. Well, I agree with
And
that.
in all fairness to Louis, fair play.
Mm-hmm.
Fair play.
Well, so you grew up in an environment that was violent and chaotic and unstable, and that had to impact you.
It did. I think
How?
it did.
How do you think it impacted you?
Well, there's really, really good ways, and then I think there's some bad ways. I was diagnosed with ADHD at 6.
Makes sense.
But she needed all of us to have some kind of sickness. Her mother was sick.
What was the message you received from her? Like, how did you?
This is how I take it now looking back. Because when you're a kid, you actually don't know.
Yeah, you don't know anything.
Right? Retrospectively, she needed all of us to have something wrong with us. So there was some level of either control or attention she would get through solving it.
I gotcha.
Okay. That on its own would have been like, my mom shouldn't have done that, but I can still have a relationship. It was the fact that everybody was always out to get her, and she was always just very vengeance, war-driven. Somebody had done her wrong, and she had to make it right, and she was going to sue him. She sued my little sister for custody of my nephew when they didn't even have a relationship.
Wow.
It's just, I don't think she can help it.
She's crazy.
Yeah.
She's like maybe bipolar.
Yeah. And so it's like, people think I hate my mom. No, I don't. I would love to have a mother.
Yeah.
It just wasn't in the cards for me this go round.
So you didn't really have a mother, not a loving mother who was
she
attentive
wasn't
to you.
capable, man. And
Yeah.
I don't, like, whatever's going on with her, I can't blame her, because let me tell you what she gave me. At a very early age, I realized, remember how I talked about if I'm good at sports, I can go stay the night somewhere else?
Yeah.
At a very early age, I realized that I had to be independent. Not having a safety net of knowing that there was a home I could go back to meant that if I could just perform and think for myself and make things happen on my own,
Yeah.
that I could control my life. At no point in my adult life have I thought I should call my parents for advice or help.
Yeah.
As sad as that might sound, I feel like I'm one of the most, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
What made you self-reliant?
Yes, sir.
I can relate to that. That was my
Yeah.
story.
And it's like, okay, well, here are my options. Option 1, I could be sad about what happened. Option 2, I can say my mother gave me the greatest gift I was ever given.
Yeah.
And my father would be the greatest example of what not to do with a woman. My father married my mother twice. She cheated on him. He divorced her. He married her again, and she cheated on him again with people at church, mind you. So, why would I, with the life I've created based off of what happened, want to hold any hate in my heart for her?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love her. If I thought it was possible to invite her over here the way you are, for her to meet her grandchildren, and there not be any issues, I would abso-fucking-lutely do it. It's simply not. I did a workshop one time. You'll like this. It was like this weekend workshop. I'm pretty sure the guy was a psychiatrist, actually. He said, this helped me a lot with my mother, actually. He said, I want all of you to sit down and write on a scale of 1 to 10 what your relationship is with your mother and what your relationship is with your father. We all do it based off of whatever stories we have about our parents.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, what he taught us is that the world says to have a good relationship with your mother or your father, that you probably talk on the phone 3 times a week, you do lunch once a month, you're together every holiday,
Right.
every wedding, blah, 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 birthday parties. He said, but the truth is, what makes it a 10 for you? And at this point in my life, what makes my relationship with my mother is a 10 for me is for me to be able to openly say that I love her and I wish things were different, but we do have this space between us. which is the same decision that my other siblings made and that her brothers and sisters made. And so to me, my relationship with my mother, although not ideal, is a 10 out of 10. And same with my father. I was lucky enough to get to pay his house off a couple years back, which has helped him out tremendously. I got him a job around here. He gets to drive a truck. You know, the only reason I'm letting him work still is because I think he'd die if he didn't. You know, you just run out of reason to get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
And I would say my relationship with my father is a 10 out of 10.
Is he close? Is he around here?
Yes, sir.
How often do you see him?
All the time. He
All the
comes every
time.
weekend to see the
Oh.
kids.
And you guys are good.
Oh, absolutely. He's a big Ole Miss fan. So he comes over here. I talk my shit. You know, I don't really watch the games. I kind of sit there and watch the game with him for a minute, and then I'm up on the phone. Or I'll pick him up, and we'll just go drive back roads and just talk. I had the Lamborghini here, and so I would pick him up in the Lambo, and we'd go drive down all these old country back roads. We pull up at like a country like gas station.
Does he like it? Or
And
is he
people are like,
embarrassed?
what the fuck? Oh, he has a blast. He's super proud of me.
He's proud of you.
He's proud of me. He thinks I'm a little rigid, but I was going to tell you, I had a chance to get my aunt, which is his sister, in the fire pit on Thanksgiving, because I finally achieved family status where Thanksgiving's at my house now. It goes to the person with the biggest house, right? So I'm like, yeah. So I got my aunt, my uncle here, and I was talking to her, and I wanted to learn more about my grandfather. He died when I was in like 7th grade. And I had a chance to really talk to her about why my dad says what he says about my grandfather. And I came to find out that he's just like me. We are just alike.
You and your grandfather.
And everything that she had to say about him, I'm like, respect, respect, respect. Sorry, Dad. I'm a grandpa on this.
Rigid? Are you rigid?
Me?
Yeah.
It's about the same way I am with fighting. If I'm pushed against a wall, yeah, I'll fire a guy.
What does your dad mean when he says he thinks you're too rigid? What do you think he means?
He thinks I'm too direct.
Too direct.
Yeah. I'm not for the faint of heart. But I'm not gonna lie to you either. You know, I think he wants me to sugarcoat things for people and situations.
Are you hard?
Hard?
Hard.
I don't think so.
Are you soft?
No. I think I'm what I have to be in the moment.
You have to be.
Yes, sir.
What's that mean?
All right, we'll create a scenario. Let's say there's a guy on one of my projects. And he won't tie off on the roof. And we're gonna get kicked off the job. I've tried to call him and say, hey man, listen. You know as well as I do, if you don't tie off on the roof, they're gonna kick us off the job and it's gonna cost us. And I believe in you, and I brought you here. Please help me prove myself right by believing you and bringing you here. Because you're not just responsible for this job. I have many other families that will lose out if somebody falls off this roof and dies. That's me being kind about it. Second time, not so much.
Right.
Not so much.
Right.
I had a guy curse out one of my office girls once. He was in Little Rock, Arkansas. We're building this big hangar for these guys, and he made the girl cry. I drove through the night to Little Rock. I was leaned against my truck, but it was also his truck. It was a company truck that I owned that he drove with the racks and everything. And I'm leaned against the truck. It's about 5 in the morning. It's still dark.
Yeah.
And he was in a motel, so he opens that door. He's on the second thing. He walks out, he sees me, and I'm like, come on. When I got him down there, I took him behind that truck and I ripped his fucking ass, and I was ready to fight him.
Right.
And he knew it. But I had to speak his language.
Right.
They're iron workers.
Yeah, I understand.
So he packed his shit.
Yeah.
I took him to the airport and I dropped his ass off, and I just brought another crew in. But I was ready to go.
Yeah.
It's not because I need the ego boost. I know I can fire the guy. I get nothing from that.
Uh-huh. Are you
I get-
controlling?
Controlling?
Are you like,
No.
because I guess the reason I asked, not that I'm picking up on,
No,
I don't
please,
mean
please.
like negative,
Please ask
like,
me.
oh,
I have
you're
nothing to hide,
overly
man.
controlling. But I guess the thought is, if you have a chaotic childhood, right, and in some way you made the determination you're on your own, which is its own data point,
Right.
right? And I'm curious about that, right? Because there is a self-reliance that we develop when we realize we're on our own, that our mom and dad can't help us, but also that can lead to maybe a lack of trust.
In my leadership, I'm very autonomous.
Do you trust people?
Yes. But let's talk about that trust.
Yeah.
I'm a trust but verify person.
Yeah, okay.
I'll spot check it. Let's just say with my guys, if I'm like, hey, I want to move to this geofencing software. I think it'll save us hundreds of thousands a year, which means your end of year bonus will be better.
Yeah.
And it's geofence to the job site.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, well, don't you trust me? I say, my friend, I trusted you when I put you in my truck with my logo to go work for my client and represent me.
Right.
That's trust.
Mm-hmm.
Me verifying and trying to increase the profit of that trust, which, by the way, will benefit you,
Mm-hmm.
is not controlling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
It's me running my business.
Right.
I trust you with my men, my equipment, my client, and my money.
Can you let down?
Let down, what do you mean?
Like, can you just like let down, like let go of,
Yeah.
you can relax?
Yes.
Because that was sort of what your wife, I think, your woman,
Yeah, mine is my wife.
was implying, right? That there's a way you're always, and I guess,
You know what I always
is
say?
there a way that you can actually let yourself relax, let down, let things be?
Yeah. How long? It's a fair question. It's a fair question,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Because that's the difference between
Yeah.
like getting back up and going to work and being a grown up
Yeah.
and being a bum.
Yeah.
Like, because if you leave that let down button on too long.
Yeah. I understand.
So how
Yeah.
long, cowboy?
Well, forever. Like, what about this? Have you ever read this book by Michael Singer?
What is it?
It's called The Surrender Experiment. This book
No.
had a huge impact on me. And
Did it?
I've been trying to live my life
Okay.
this way for a long time, which is you let go of control of your life and you let things come, and then you say yes as they come. And so you have to, in some way, give up your preferences, which on the surface sounds like, well, why would you do that? Like you're passive. But the idea is that your plan for your life is always going to be less interesting and powerful than God's plan. So the idea of surrendering is you're giving over to God's plan and you're letting life kind of move through you and you're following it as opposed to trying to generate it.
I have a couple things to say about that.
But you hear what I'm saying though, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Again, I'm from the Bible Belt.
Yeah.
So I've noticed over time, especially in a religious area, many people simply just quit and say they gave it to God.
Yeah, for sure.
And so to me, it's a bit of a trigger point
Yeah.
where I'm like, actually, I think God wants you to get up and work your ass off. That's what I think. Now, in regards to letting go, spending time with family, with friends,
Mm-hmm.
my wife, my children, my people, all the time.
Mm-hmm. All the time.
All the time. When I come to Louisiana, and I'm here probably 75% of the time,
Mm-hmm.
unless I got to go do a podcast tour or I got to fly out to a property I'm buying or there's a big project going on with construction, I don't leave this house, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave this house maybe to make some phone calls and just like get out a little bit.
You do your work from here.
I work from here.
Yeah.
And the reason I do that is because I work in these blocks of time and then I'll take out 20, 30, 40 minutes and just play with those little girls.
Right.
In the documentary, I said I don't change diapers. I fucking meant it. I can count on one hand how many diapers I've changed.
Uh-huh.
And I actually did it maybe a week ago. I changed Emery's diaper. Fucking don't tell anybody. Edit this. But Jones had kept Kristen up through the night.
Yeah.
And I was walking out. I was about to go do a cold plunge. And I like to take a drive every morning just to be quiet in my thoughts and play chess in my mind. And Emery comes through that little passage right there. And she was kind of sad. She was kind of whimpering. She wanted her diaper changed.
Yeah.
I kneeled down and said, what's wrong? And she's like, I need mommy to change my diaper. I said, mommy is trying to get some sleep, baby. And I went and changed Emery's diaper.
Yeah.
And again, just like the women don't invent or build anything, I said to Lewis that I don't change diapers because I wanted to be clear, like the exception is not the rule, especially when you're talking, you speak in absolutes
Yeah.
on podcasts and on these things. So I changed her diaper.
Yeah. Are you?
But I say all that to say this.
Yeah.
I don't change diapers and I really don't do bath time, but I do a hell of a nighttime story. A hell of a nighttime story
Yeah.
where I'll take a Disney movie
Yeah.
and I'll like wrap it around geopolitics and like I'm talking shit to my
Yeah.
kids. Kristen's laughing in the rocking chair behind me. But I play with them roughhouse and story time
Yeah.
and shoulder rides.
You give your
and
kids
golf.
lots of attention, which is what they want.
1,000%, man.
Yeah.
2 or 3 times a day, I'll go whisper in their ear, you're the most beautiful girl in the world and daddy loves you no matter what.
Right.
There's nothing you can ever do. Let me just clear this right now. Let's say those little girls want to do OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Jones is gay. I completely disagree with the stance of disowning them. This is how I want a father. I want to teach my children the truth of the world, what it really, really is. Not what the history books and not what pop culture wants them to believe. Then I want to give them the competencies to create choice in their life.
Mm-hmm.
If my little girl came to me with that, first and foremost, I would have felt like I failed her at creating those competencies because she had to use that as an avenue.
Mm-hmm.
One.
Yeah.
But that aside, I'd say, okay, baby, obviously you know that I'm not for this, but I'll love you through it. And this is how I know to love you through it. These are the challenges that I think you're going to face by doing this. I think your likelihood of having a certain type of man put you in that number one spot and build a legacy around you massively reduces. If you're gonna do it, also these are the statistics on how many girls do it versus how many girls actually make any money.
Yeah.
There's a trade-off there.
Yep.
And if you do get to money, then I advise you manage it like this. Because I'm not leaving you. I'm your father.
You wouldn't stop them.
No. You can't stop them anyway.
Yeah. No, I understand.
She's an adult. She
I
doesn't even live with
understand.
you anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe I could put it in the, and I probably would do this. Maybe I put it in the will that they can't do that if they want to get the money.
Yeah.
Maybe. I know I have it in there now that their partner signed my prenup.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting my little girls.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rule from the grave.
Right.
I worked my entire life to take care of my children and my wife. And I tell young men all the time, it's like, you have to do the work today to be ready for the opportunities that are coming later. Whether that's shaking the hand of a guy that can, help you expand your career, or whether it's working for the family that you don't have yet, but is coming.
Right.
Either way, you have to get ready now.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of a progressive attitude there that you're saying that even if your girls...
nobody fucking asked me.
What do you mean?
Nobody asked me what I think on subjects where I could ever be progressive or kind or vulnerable.
Right.
People don't want that from me. I can sit here and be a little bitch about it and cry.
But that's a belief that you have that I'm not sure is true. People don't want that from you?
Wait, what do you mean? I gave Lewis plenty of that, my friend.
Right.
He saw me play with my kids.
Right.
He saw my wife say that I show up. I've never let her down.
So this is the plate. This is the trigger. This is
bro.
Yeah. So just no, for sure.
And with good reason, my friend.
No, I absolutely. But I just want to name it because it's important. There is a belief that people don't want that from you. I want that from you.
You're the first interview that I've ever done where it seems somebody wants to really deeply know me.
Yeah, I do.
Versus, what can we do and ask to get Justin to go on a Tate hand rant?
Yeah, yeah,
Shout out to my boy.
yeah,
And get clicks.
yeah.
Humans move by incentivizing.
Uh-huh.
They're not incentivized to see my heart, man. And I'm not incentivized to show it to them.
I hear,
I wish I were.
I hear, yeah.
I wish I were.
But you could.
I'd love that.
You could do that.
I'd love that, but you know, there's a risk with that.
There is a risk with
It
that.
looks like I switched up.
I don't think so. I don't think you have to give up anything to show your heart. I don't think you have to. I don't think you have to
I
give up
agree.
the toughness.
I agree. I'll tell you this. I know this.
Uh huh. I mean, that's what I was trying to convince Andrew of. Really, a similar thing. Like,
Yeah.
dude, you got
Well,
the sword. You
that's
don't have
where-
to lead with the sword all the
That's where
fucking
he and
time.
I are very different. I
Uh-huh.
don't feel the urge to use the sword all the time.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
I don't.
Yeah.
Andrew would tell you this about me. And Tristan said this to me when we were in Miami. Me and Tristan are sitting there drinking whiskey like we always do. He said, you know what your biggest superpower is? Tristan told me this to my face. And I'm like, what? Like, what's he going to say? He said, it's your heart. You think I don't have internal conflict about not being able to use it?
You when Tristan said that, that felt true to you.
1,000%. It's who I am.
So your biggest superpower is your heart, but you're not fully showing your heart. That has to be frustrating, painful, disconnecting.
I've been frustrated.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I've been frustrated with it before.
Uh-huh.
But then when you look at it objectively, it's like, okay, I could go do a podcast and just be sweet as pie, they might say in the South. Bless their heart. There's no traction to it. There's no views. Now, if I really want to help them, if I really want to help a young man,
Yeah.
I'll say the sky is motherfucking blue.
Yeah, I understand.
He follows me.
Yeah.
Now, when you get home tonight, look at my content.
Yeah.
Look at me just right there. I know there's a clip of me on there of me going and getting these guys a bunch of gift cards that were doing the garden in the front of the neighborhood. The best part of my car is letting little kids get in it.
Yeah.
Me giving the guy that was washing windows money. Me buying all these construction guys lunch. Me using my platform to say that the men that build this world, the blue collar guys, need love.
Yes.
I'm using my platform
Yeah.
to say that.
Yeah.
Now,
You're doing good in the world.
I'm trying
Yeah.
the very best way I know how. But when faced with an opportunity to go on the biggest platform pretty much in the world, which is Netflix,
Yeah.
all I can do is what I did. And that's what I was counting on. I'm going to show Lewis exactly who I am. He can edit it how he wants.
But it's interesting. You did, in fact, when Louis, you did show your heart.
I did.
And he didn't
He has it.
put it in the movie.
He has it.
And so it confirms your story that nobody's interested in your heart.
My story, yeah.
That you have a
My
story.
mental story,
Your mental
yeah.
story is that people they don't care.
It's not that they don't care. I wouldn't go so far as to say that.
Uh-huh.
It's that to get real traction. Sometimes, if they're only casting for villains,
I understand.
you give them a villain.
Okay. Well, so are you playing the villain in this
I'm
kayfabe
not playing a
game
villain.
on some level?
I was edited to a villain.
right.
But again, not Louis Theroux's fault. I knew what I was getting into.
Uh-huh.
It's his job to do it.
Right. But you say shit that you know can be used and taken out of context to paint you a certain way.
No, I've never said anything I don't believe.
Well, I'm not saying
It's
you said
how
things you
I
didn't
said it.
believe it. Yeah, how you said.
I told Louis that.
Yeah, how you say it.
Louis came with me, and I drove him around town.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I built that building. I built that building. See that church? I built that church. I built that fucking Target right there. And then we stopped. I had to drop some stuff off to my little sister, some groceries.
Yeah.
Because I take care of her.
Yeah.
She lives in one of my big mobile home park communities. He left that out. I told him in the car, I said, man, I believe, first of all, I'll never tell a young man what it takes for him to be a man. In fact, I tell young men, if you hear somebody say a real man would, know that whatever's coming behind it is manipulation
Right.
to battle you with guilt and shame.
Yeah.
Number one. So I'll never tell you what it takes to be a real man. Let me tell you the kind of man I want to be. I want to be the kind of man that can slit a throat and hold a baby in the same day.
Yeah.
And truly to my core, that is who I am.
Yeah.
And I would love to love you. I don't even want to slit a throat. If you make me do it, I'll do it and I'll sleep easy.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I've never started a fight in my life, period. Now, I've been in plenty, but it was really only my last choice.
Right.
And so I told Louis that I thought that my biggest review of not only this red pill space or this manosphere or whatever they call it,
Yeah.
and myself is that we all are incentivized, and so we show the slit a throat side. I would like to, moving forward, if I can find a way to work it in, show the holding the baby. And
Yeah.
with all my heart, David, I mean
Yeah.
that. I mean that.
Absolutely.
Now, unfortunately, that was not on Lewis's agenda.
I understand.
I even told him, check this out, he could have caught me almost apologizing for something. I said to him, in my white pickup truck,
Uh-huh.
F-150, not the Lambo, which he was just adamant about me driving when I wanted to take the G-Wagon. He was adamant. The first scene with the car, when I'm like, fuck that car, it was because he was so adamant that I pulled that car down instead of the G-Wagon.
Interesting.
Yeah. I knew what he was doing, but whatever. I told him that I'd said a lot of things that I believe, but there were times that I wish I had not said them the way I had.
Sure.
Not because I'm worried about being embarrassed or people hating me, because I don't want a young man to see it through that lens.
Right.
There's about a
It's easy to misinterpret it.
There's a handful of things I've said that I'm like, Justin, that ain't it, bro.
Okay.
We keep this thing. Remember the group chat, the list of hate? So when I was small enough where I could actually digest it, we had this thing we called the list of hate. And what that was for me is to make sure I didn't catch myself in an echo chamber. So every hate comment I got in the beginning, I would read and like truly sit with and be like, okay, where are they right? Where are they wrong?
Right.
It never bothered me when they were wrong. It's when I thought they were right. I'm like, jeans are too tight. Probably true. It's like, fuck it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I have a 32 waist, and as of yesterday, my tailor was here, 29-inch thighs. A college football player, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
D1. I mean, like today, if I played college football, I'd be a pro athlete.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just big boy.
Yeah.
So there's a handful of things that I really wish I would have said differently.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really like not very many.
Well, you must have a lot of forgiveness for yourself because you're suddenly in this internet world. You know what sells.
I'm pretty tough on myself. Man.
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
I always say the voice that haunts you is the one that makes you great. Mine's pretty loud.
What does that voice say?
Ruthless. No matter what I do, it's not enough. I should have done it faster. I should be not bigger on social media, but further along, maybe. It's constant. Yeah. I don't know where that came from. If you want to dig.
I mean, it has to come from your childhood. It has to come from. I mean, dude.
Maybe.
Just.
I'm with it, bro.
Well, let's go back because what we tend to do, all of us, we kind of minimize the experience that we had as children because we're adults now and we look back and we adapted, we compensated, and you're here now and everything's great. But for the child, for the little boy, I mean, you have little kids.
Yeah.
You see how vulnerable they are.
Yeah, I do.
You must have been terrified all the time.
Yeah.
And there was no relief. So it's a kind of torture because you can't leave. And you have a completely destabilized mother, you know, who's erratic and violent, and it's chaotic. And you
Yeah.
have to sort of deal with that terror. It's terror.
Yep.
There's nowhere to go. That you can't leave the situation. As an adult, you can leave, but you're stuck with that. And what I know from my experience is in situations like that, what happens is the child starts to, or one thing that could happen, believe that this is all happening because like there's something wrong with me. Like it's my thing. Like because you don't have the discernment at that age to go, my mother's fucked up. You don't really know at 2 or 3 or 5.
No, you don't.
Right? So there's some way, I wonder if something got, like you turned on yourself. Like,
let's talk through it. Baby, will you get this nice young man some gumbo on the way? Gumbo, etouffee, just get a bunch of Louisiana stuff. Okay. All right. I'm sure. Maybe so. This is what I consciously know.
yeah, of course.
Consciously, the ability to sit still and not stay on the move.
That's hard for you.
Yeah, because you'd be sitting in your room doing your homework, right? And the next thing you know, boom,
Uh-huh.
bust in. Just,
So there's always something around the corner, like some danger.
I don't live in paranoia.
No, I understand.
Like if I
but
had
it might
to,
be in
if
your
I had
body.
to track what the world would call ADHD,
Uh-huh.
which I was put on Ritalin at 6 for,
Uh-huh.
which I think is child abuse, by the way.
Yes,
I
I
think I was
agree.
just a little boy.
Yeah.
I would say that, and I've read about it, obviously,
Yeah.
that when you live in a household that is erratic
Yeah.
and loud and violent and scary, that children tend to not be able to focus. Consciously, I could see where that could have been created in that atmosphere, along with the story
Yeah.
that you have ADD
Yeah.
at a very young age.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that. Now, those same teachers that said I had ADHD that agree with my mother, who was really the one pitching it and going out and try to procure it, well, who did better? I'm not mad at them.
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
Like, anger motivates me zero. You know what motivates me? The man I become.
Mm-hmm.
I have this note in my phone full of basically selfie videos where I speak to what I call the man in the rocking chair.
Uh-huh.
The version of me that can no longer go out and do the things.
Yeah.
He's old, he's 90, he's sitting in a rocking chair, he's looking back at his life. I make videos talking to him.
Uh-huh.
Because when I watch videos of old people talk about what they regret in life, I don't want to have any of that
Yeah.
to report back on.
Yeah.
I want him to sit in that chair, watch these videos of me being like, yo, I'm in some country in Europe that I'd never even heard of with Andrew, and we got 10 Russian bitches. And me and T are slamming vodka like it's going out of style. This shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Have 10 huge podcasts next week.
Yeah.
And all the purple-haired libtards hate me on fucking Instagram because of the Netflix documentary. Whatever, right? Or even I'm vulnerable with him. I'll be like, look, man, I just bought a big deal in San Antonio. Big deal. And I'm going to develop this one. And I got one even bigger than that coming up in Houston. And I'll say to him when the time comes, hey, man, my asshole's a little puckered up on this one. You know, this is what I'm scared of. This is where my gaps are. But you know, what I honestly believe about growth is that if you ever get scared of something, go in the mirror, look yourself dead in the eyes, and ask yourself, what are you actually afraid of?
Yeah.
And if you can do that, it's like being a little boy when it's dark in your room and that sweater hanging on your closet door looks like a monster,
Mm-hmm.
it allows you to throw a little flashlight on it.
Yeah.
And whatever that fear is an incompetence.
Mm-hmm.
And in educating yourself is actually the same thing as putting a light on it, because you can
Yeah.
see it for what it is.
Yeah.
And so I talked to the old man in the rocking chair about my strengths, my weaknesses, my triumphs, my failures, my fears. My main goal is to make that old man proud of me.
Yeah. Is he proud of you?
I think he is.
Yeah.
I think he is, yeah.
So then why the voice in your head that says not enough if the old man in the rocking chair is currently proud of you?
Because I think the formula for happiness is the gap between your expectations and your reality.
Yeah.
Where do your expectations come from? What you believe you're capable of. And so for me,
But you must believe that,
I'm very capable.
you are capable, right? You've proven all of this to yourself, right? And there's always more to achieve, for sure.
Yes, sir.
You're
Yeah.
playing the game, and it's good. You're a young guy. This is what you should be doing. You should be conquering. That's what
It's natural.
It's natural. Yeah.
Don't tell Louis that.
He's doing his own fucking
knows.
version of
He's
that.
doing-
He's
he's-
conquering through
honestly,
his documentary films.
Louis and Pierce are just the opposite end of me. They're
course, of course.
monetizing me.
Of course.
They wanted to use me. I
Yes.
just used them back. Fuck it.
Exactly. No, that's obvious.
That's why I'm not upset with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why, like, bro, I'm a grown
well,
man.
you
I
guys
know what
play
he's
the game
doing.
out in the open, and they kind of pretend
They like,
we're highbrow, but it's all
shut
bullshit.
the fuck up.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
But
But Louis,
this-
I can't be mad at.
Yeah.
If I walk, let's say we go walk in them woods over there, and there's a rattlesnake on the trail. If I walk up to that snake and he bites me,
Yeah.
am I to be mad at the rattlesnake?
Yeah.
Or should I shoot his ass and make some new boots?
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on, man. I ain't mad at Louis. So,
But this voice, I just
This
want to get
voice,
back
yes,
to
sir.
this, inside your head that says you're
I
not enough, that will
believe-
never let you be.
no. I have plenty of moments where I'm proud. Plenty. You know
But
what
is
I
it
do when I
never
do
not
that?
enough?
Is it never not enough?
Is the voice always saying it's not enough? Can you ever let that go? Or is that like, do you believe that that is the motivating force? And if you let go of
I'm
that
scared
voice,
to lose that voice.
why?
I'm scared to lose that voice because if I lost that voice, I'd stop looking for bigger mountains to climb.
But you don't know that. You don't actually know that. That's a belief that you have. But you can't know that that's true until you let go of the voice. You don't know what it would be on the other side of letting go of the voice. You might be more powerful.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But let's define it.
Mhm.
Because I'm saying the voice that haunts you makes you great. And let me tell you what I mean by
And
that.
I understand that.
It's saying, Justin, you could be doing this, you could be doing this, you could be doing this, and you don't do it enough or you're not.
Uh-huh.
That to me is a gap between what I'm capable of and what I'm doing, which means there's a gap between your expectation of yourself
Sure.
and your reality of what you're doing.
Sure.
Everybody has this voice.
Is that voice
Mine is ruthless.
ruthless?
It can be.
Cruel? Vindictive? Is it mean?
Not by my speaking standards, probably by, I mean, look,
Well, you're
I
used
grew
to
up in
it.
construction and playing football.
Well,
Like,
you also grew up in a violent household.
yeah, I did.
So maybe you're just used to it.
Maybe. I completely understand what you're saying about letting go.
Yeah.
I don't even think you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I am 40 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Some wiring is in there deep. It served me.
Yep, for sure.
It pushes me. It's a little mean to me. But
What's the negative consequence of it? Does it
the negative consequence of letting that voice go?
know of the voice? Like it motivates you, it drives you. It's that voice is part of why you have all this success. But
Actually,
is
I
there
don't think it is.
Uh-huh.
The reason I don't think it is because I think most of my achievements in my life have come from being inspired by the man I'll become.
Right.
He doesn't step in, that voice, like if you want to do parts work,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
that voice, Jay Waller, that guy, I work for that guy too. I'm just Justin. That motherfucker,
Uh-huh.
nah. He's on me.
He's on you.
He's on me, yeah. He's on me. I'm grateful for him.
You're grateful for him.
Yeah. Now I could tell him to calm down.
Do you? Tell
No. Fuck no.
Once in a while.
Run it up, cowboy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But
I've
you
read
know
that
what
book
I'm
about
getting
parts.
at, right? This place, I mean, obviously, if there's a place where you believe that you're never enough, it doesn't matter, or it's never going to be enough. It doesn't matter what you get.
It's not that I'm not enough. It's that I could do more.
Uh-huh. And the
You only get to do this bitch once, and then you got to start over with a new body. I might be a girl next time, man.
You believe in reincarnation?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah. But you know
I mean,
what I'm getting
and kinda
at,
so
right,
did
Justin?
Jesus, but I digress. Do what?
You know what I'm getting at, right? Because it's a fine line, right?
Not completely, I don't know. So
Well-
you're gonna have to extrapolate.
Well, I guess if we have some kind of belief that it'll never be enough, then our life just becomes about achieving, but we never arrive. We never get there. We can never let ourselves feel fully satisfied. And there's something about that
Isn't
feels
that like racing somebody just a little bit faster than you?
Yeah.
What would letting go look like? You've been sitting with me here for
Yeah.
over an hour.
Yeah.
You see I have children and a
No,
family
you're cool.
and a wife and a nanny and all those things. What else? What would me letting go look like?
Well, it's like I wonder what it would be like if you stopped listening to that voice, if that voice changed, and like what
What
how
would he
what would
say
you
to me?
What's that?
What would he say to me instead?
Well, I'll say something to you, which is true
Please.
for me. And just notice how this feels when I say it. I don't care about the cars or how much money you make. I mean, it's interesting,
Sure.
the body, but all I care about, like what I'm most curious about, is your heart and your love. And the other stuff is secondary to that.
It's so funny. Can I tell you something? I don't think I've ever said this on camera or not. Those kids in there and that woman and how I've been able to take care of them
Uh-huh.
and how I take care of them every day,
Yeah.
particularly her, emotionally in every way. I can feel her in just the smallest change of verbiage or breath or anything. I feel her. It is one of the only things in my life that I do not second guess ever. Ever. It's always me doing more,
Mm-hmm.
and as a result, their lives continue to get better, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only thing I don't question in my whole world.
Is
Those
right.
four in there. It's the
That-
only thing.
You don't question.
I'm completely at peace about the kind of father and husband I am.
I see.
These are production things.
Yeah.
These are putting your mark on the world type things.
Uh-huh.
That if I didn't think I was capable of doing them and did not have the blessings from God to do them,
Yeah.
I would not sweat it.
Yeah.
It's when I believe I am abundantly capable of achieving something and I'm not tackling it the way I should.
Uh-huh.
That voice gets loud and yeah, he gets a little rude, to say the least. He
Yeah,
gets a
that's
little
fair.
rude.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, you're an athlete. Sometimes,
Yeah, it sounds like a
sometimes-
coach.
But sometimes a coach has to be soft. The
I don't know
can't-
who's
the
coaching
coach-
you.
But coach can't be hard all the time.
Well, I played football before they changed all the rules.
Uh-huh.
So my junior high coach was motherfucking me.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know, man. Like
That's how it was
the
for you.
South is
Yeah, I understand.
rigid.
I coaches like that.
Yeah.
But the best coaches, don't you think they know when to pick their spots? They know when to be a
I
hard
think the
ass.
best coaches do.
And they know sometimes it's like they know when to be soft. They know when to like,
But that's how I lead my family and my teams.
uh-huh.
Nick Saban does something I love, and I try to embody it. He said every day I talk to 6 players. 3 that are in trouble, and 3 that are not in trouble yet.
Mm.
And he didn't say this, but what I picked up was, if you don't let them know that you love them when they're not in trouble, how could they ever trust you when they are?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I took that
Yeah.
message.
Yeah.
I lead my family and my businesses that way.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I don't have any qualms about the leader I am or any of that in any regard. It's simply about me doing what I have to do, because every man wants to be a king in his own life.
Yeah.
And I believe that's possible.
Yeah.
But if you don't have something in there that's fucking on your ass, I think that you could quickly slide into comfort. And don't take my word for it. Look at the average American man.
Yeah.
They slid into comfort because they lost that voice. It got easier and easier for them not to keep pushing. I'm
Yeah.
actually scared of that,
Yeah.
especially in the position I'm in.
Of slipping.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because then I wouldn't achieve what I think I'm capable of. But you know what's fucked about that? Every time I achieve something, it makes me more capable to do something bigger.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
is the game? I mean, you've kind of haven't you got it? Like, what's beyond this?
I believe that success is much like climbing a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
All the happiness is on the climb,
Yeah.
right? But the worst thing, the most dangerous thing in a man's life, and I wish every man could get everything he wanted, just wake up and all your dreams come true, because he'd quickly realize that if he did not identify a bigger mountain to climb, then he will have no choice but to self-sabotage himself back down that mountain so he can climb again.
That's right.
I'd rather not have that happen, my friend.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That's not going to happen to you.
I want to dodge it.
Uh-huh.
I want to dodge it.
Uh-huh. So keep building, keep growing your business, your
I think
family.
it's happiness is when you feel like you're growing.
Yeah, I agree with that. I
That's
agree with
it.
that. No, all of your impulses I'm completely
Right.
aligned with. I'm just, you know.
I get it. Do it. Do it. Do it. No, I love this. Will you grab me a water, brother? And give me some of them Alps that Tucker and them sent.
Some what?
Alps. Or a Zen if you don't have one. Just make sure it's a
Alps
6.
are better.
Hey, go get those breakers. Have you ever had a breaker?
No.
You can only get them in Miami.
Oh, really?
Yeah, go get a
Oh,
breaker.
I know what a breaker is. Yeah, yeah, they're good. Yeah, yeah.
Throw me some breakers. My man. My man.
I got some Alps in my
Now
bag.
make sure you cut all this like nice guy shit out so it lines up with Lewis's shit.
No.
Don't let me down.
No, man, I'm not doing that.
Can't be telling people I'm like nice to my kids and stuff and don't beat my wife. That fuck my whole reputation up.
That's what I'm here to do, is to fuck your
I
whole
know,
reputation
I know.
up.
You
bro.
you actually have come here to fuck my whole reputation
Exactly.
up. It's
exactly.
dawned upon us.
I'm here to out you as a big-hearted
Yeah.
man.
Well, it ain't gonna be
who's
hard.
filled with
All you gotta
love.
do is ask me.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is ask me.
Yeah.
man.
Well, I can see it. I mean, it's the same with Andrew. It's like, it just comes off him, right?
What you doing? Come here. You want to see a cute little girl? Come here. Broke her little foot playing with a dog next to her.
Oh.
Oh, hey. What you doing? You want a mic? This is my superstar, man.
Hi.
Say, hey, it's Mr. David. You want to go give him a
Cute.
high five? No? What you want? Hey, I'm going to come play with you after this. You know who's coming?
No.
Daddy Monster.
Breakers are
Yeah,
better.
Daddy Monster's going to get you. Go, 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 go. Don't fall, though. Don't break anything else. All right.
What is
This is a breaker, so it's got
Lucy?
like a,
Oh, yeah, Lucy.
So when when the little ball in there,
Yeah. Oh, really?
yeah,
It hits?
It hit, so the second 4 comes, so it's an 8.
Oh.
So it's 4,
Okay.
and you think you're out of it, then bam,
Breaker.
breaker. Yeah, you could bite it right now if you want to go straight 8.
No, I'm not.
I will.
I'm not.
All right,
I'll
I
go
won't
4
then.
and 4. Okay, that's cool.
What'd you say? Come tell me, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Step over. Step over. Sorry, man.
That's okay.
Hey, baby.
Will you be Daddy Monster and chase us to y'all's room?
Yes. You know what I'm gonna do though, right? Powerbomb. All right.
smoke.
All right. Yeah, you can get the smoke. Go this way. Go this way. Right through there. Pop. We play this game where I come in, I'm like, who wants the smoke? And they're like, I do, I do, I do. So they would get on my bed and I grab the pillows and I'm like, smoke. And like, bam, and they get knocked down. They're like, again. I'm like, dude, it's this whole thing. They've got to the point where they like name games and rides. And they'll come up to me like I'm a vending machine. And be like, can I get a shoulder ride? And the second one will be like, yeah, and I'll get a carry ride. Which is like basically one on the shoulders, one like this, and we run through the house and I spin and then we go timber and they all fall. It's
Wow.
that or the smoke game or there's all these different things that we do.
You love it.
Oh, bro. Nothing like it.
Nothing like
It's
it.
the best, man.
Yeah.
I don't like when people say I didn't know what love was until I had a kid. I was completely capable of love. Mm-hmm. It simply adds in the most incredible way to your life, being a father. I get to do it from a place where I don't have to worry about the pressures of what a normal father has to worry about. Mm-hmm. Like, you think about like 2008, when they had all those foreclosures. Can you imagine what those fucking fathers were going through knowing he was about to lose his home? Mm-hmm. That's pain, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about that.
It must have changed you becoming a father? Or did it?
I don't think so.
Was there something about it that
added.
Was there something you felt or that was unexpected or something you didn't realize? Did your relationship with yourself change? Did something come online that you were like, whoa?
No. See, all these people, they're like, you know, I had kids and then I kicked it into high gear. Mm-hmm. Nah, I kicked it into high gear because I knew I'd have kids. Mm-hmm. I did that a long time ago.
Yeah.
I wanted to, again, the man I've become. One of the biggest dreams in my life is a dream I'll never see. I have this vision of all my kids sitting around a table and some guy walks in a suit and he starts to lay out like how I set everything up for him. I just want my kids, first of all, I already have such a relationship with them that they're completely as whole as they can possibly be as an individual. And I say individual very purposely, not a Waller, an individual. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You heard me.
Yeah.
I'm in it. And I said it like that on purpose. So I want my kids to be like, wait, he did what? And then he moved it here and it's all, and I don't have to pay tax. Dad's a fucking man.
Yeah. They're taken care of.
That's what I want them to know. I want them to know that every time, watch this, we'll do something after this. I'm gonna act like I'm gonna leave here. Right?
Yeah.
When they hear that Ring camera roll through the house and they realize I'm leaving, you'll watch those two little girls run, and the big one, to that front door. Can I have a hug and a kiss? Bye. Daddy, hug and a kiss. My kids love me. You know why? Because I show them love every day. I whisper in their ear, I love you no matter what.
It's gotta feel good.
It's the best feeling on earth.
Uh-huh.
They cry when I leave.
Yeah.
Well, the big one cries. The little ones
you
are
must
like,
be
bye,
so
Daddy.
proud of that too, because of the environment that you grew up in was so different, and you've created safety and stability for your family. Like, it's kind of a miracle in a way.
I don't do it against.
Because you could have went another way, bro.
I could have just not done it at all.
Well, you also could have just became a delinquent.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could have. I could have done that. But you know what I believe? I believe that when you grow up in a house like that, that you have one or two decisions to make. And I'll tell you when I knew what decision I would make. I know the moment I knew. When I was in 8th grade, my mom burned our house down. You heard me.
Burned it down.
Burned it down.
Like intentionally.
For the insurance money, yes.
Oh, wow.
My stepfather admitted to me in that same fire pit. That's where I pull my family in and get the tea, you know what I mean? She burned our house down. And I had basketball practice that day. I'm in 8th grade. They called me to the office. They said, you got to go home. And I'm like, nah. I got basketball practice.
Right.
And they're like, nah, you need to go home. So I get on the school bus. And my little sister, the one that's 18 months younger than me, of which I have 3 little sisters, by the way, says, what are you doing on the bus? And I said, I don't know. So we go to get off the bus, and we live down this long gravel road. And the second my feet hit the ground, I could smell smoke, but I didn't know where it was coming from. We're walking down the driveway. Our dog is dead, like halfway down the driveway. And the fuck is Rascal dead for? The fire truck ran over the dog. I swear to God. Like, I'm not trying to make a joke. Fire truck ran over the dog. Through the trees, you can start to see all the black and the people. And we're like, our house burned down. I say that to say that we had nowhere to stay. And so we went to stay at my stepfather's boss's house, which owned a company called Salco that built pre-engineered metal buildings. When we pulled into that neighborhood, and more importantly, went inside that home, I realized that I could either be what we were,
Yep.
or I could be like that. And today, I hang steel just like he did all over the fucking country.
So that moment
That
when
was
you
that-
saw
that was a
that
moment.
something, you made
That's
a
where it
decision.
clicked. I said, the only way for me to make doctor money is in boots. It was the only consciousness I had because of the neighborhood I grew up in. There was nobody talking about Democrats and Republicans, law, lawyers, doctors, but that neighborhood did. That neighborhood had those people in it.
Interesting.
That neighborhood had those things.
Why
Now,
did you believe you could do it?
I was already winning.
You had
I
a
was
lot.
in 8th grade.
You were killing it in
I had
sports.
been the
you were
most popular kid in
Okay.
my school
Yeah.
since I was a little boy.
Right.
And you know, it wasn't because I was like beating people up. I was really big-hearted, especially then. I'm more rigid now than I've ever been. But you could line up everybody I went to school with. Ask any of them. I'd never picked on a kid.
Yeah.
If anything, I'd stick up for a kid.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I'm so comfortable with having so many people hate me now. I know who I am.
Yeah.
And I have not, it's not an illusion in my mind, because if it was an illusion in my mind, then I wouldn't have the people I have in my life.
Yeah. So I guess the going back to what we were talking about earlier, you know who you are. It doesn't bother you that people online don't get it, don't get you. Is the risk then for you to
Show them?
Yeah.
They won't believe me. Look, here's the thing.
But that's
But hear me out.
yeah,
Hear me out.
maybe not.
Let's say there's a subset of 1,000 people, right?
Yeah.
And let's say that it's half and half, people that would like me and people that wouldn't.
Yeah.
Naturally, just by looking at me.
Sure.
One thing I can tell you my whole life I've had to deal with is people will look at me and they will avatar me. I look like the dude that picked on them in high school.
Yeah.
I look like the guy that stole their girlfriend.
Yeah.
I look like this, and this. There's a certain subset of people that are going to hear me be strong, hear me be tall, hear me be white, let me be straight, hear me be American, and not like me.
Yeah.
I'm not foolish enough to believe otherwise.
Yeah.
So those people, they're going to hate me anyway, fine. What actually bothers me is the married couple down the street, my neighbor that I don't know, and they think probably that I don't think what they have in their monogamous relationship with their kids is not the most beautiful thing on the planet.
Right.
I believe that love, no matter how you can find it, whether that's straight, gay, homosexual, like whatever it is, if you can find, bro, I love you. The guy that I was telling you about that I took my kids with to golf, I was the best man in his wedding.
Yeah.
He told me that he was in Miami doing a CrossFit competition, and one of the wives said, man, I'd just like to get 5 minutes in the room with him. And he said, well, you would lose. And
5 minutes in the room to what? Tell you off?
Yeah, just tell me how it was.
Right.
And he told her, you would lose. And she said, why are you so confident that you would lose? He said, and he's right, you would go on this big rant defending your lifestyle and your position. And at the end of it, he'd nod his head and said, that's beautiful. I love that for you. And I do feel that way.
Yeah.
There's no chance that we can all be alike.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not about doing it to be liked. It's about doing it like to set yourself free.
But that's what I'm doing by telling the world how I am. I gave Lewis.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm saying in showing your heart, like it, because there's always edges, right? Like I
Right.
mean, this is the game, really. On some level, we're all playing, particularly with social media.
Oh, yeah.
Like you get comfortable with a certain thing, and then you can keep, you know, you put yourself out there. You put yourself out there, and it's always an edge. Everybody goes through this, and then you can either continue playing that game, and maybe you master it, or there's another level. Like, what else can I show?
Right.
What's true for me? And maybe it comes at different times in your life.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I feel, I believe I'm probably in the middle of a fork right now
Uh-huh.
where I do show it.
Yeah.
That would feel incredible to me. In fact, just recently, I made a video talking about the fact that I had 5 shoulder surgeries last year. It's on my Instagram.
Shoulder surgeries?
Yes, sir. I've had 10 on my right shoulder.
Wow.
Yeah. And I spoke about how it really bothers me that I've not been able to work out in 2 years. The doctors can't figure out why the pain is, like I still can't lift it.
Huh. You can't.
No, sir.
Really?
It, like,
Is that
it
an old
jolts
football
and there's-
injury?
Yeah, we're playing Texas A&M, and I tore my labrum, and I kept playing with it. It was the year we beat Alabama, Nick Saban's first year. I was a sophomore, and I was playing. Like, bro, I'm gonna play. So, after the first surgery, it was pretty much frozen, and I've been fighting it since I was 22, 18 years, 10 surgeries.
So you've got this.
Oh, it's totally replaced. I've had it partially replaced. I went out and saw Andrew's doctor in Dubai, did a bicep tendinitis. Have multiple scopes. I've had a total replacement. I've had 5 surgeries since the replacement. I don't know.
How does that feel?
It's probably the hardest thing I deal with mentally.
Yeah.
Working out was my church,
Yeah.
and I don't need my legs to get any bigger. Because this tight pants thing is getting out of hand, you know, so yeah, man, it's been really hard on me.
Is that your kryptonite? Is that the weak spot, I guess? Does that do something to you where you're not,
What do you mean?
well, your body is, there's a place where it's not strong, or it's like you're not fully,
I don't feel the need.
yeah.
I hate that I can't work out. I hate that I don't have my arm.
Mm-hmm.
If you're asking me if it bothers me to like feel out of control about it, or
Yeah.
I think what bothers me the most is not knowing how long it'll take for somebody to figure it out.
Right. Right.
I think that humans can go through any amount of pain if they know how long it's going to last.
Yeah.
I think the torture is not knowing for me.
It's kind of like your childhood.
Oh no, I knew I was going to get my fucking ass whipped one way or
Yeah.
the other.
But you didn't know how long shit was gonna last. You didn't know when it was coming.
Well, I knew it was coming at every interim and every report card.
Yeah.
And then I knew I'd get a couple randoms here or there. So sure, maybe I was in fear on edge about that.
Yeah.
But my sister got it way worse than I did. Because by the time I could play any sport, bro, those families saw me. I was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was easy. They like scooped me up. Many adopted me. I can think of at least 3 families that treated me that way.
Mm.
I'll never forget the same guy I'm talking about. His family bought me brand new cleats my senior year. I'll never forget it. New Nike cleats, bro. I was so fucking pumped about that shit, man. So pumped about it. I've been very loved in my life. Maybe it didn't come from the people it was supposed to come from, but I don't know. For whatever reason, I just feel like I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Interesting.
Lewis got to talk to my operations manager, a woman, very sharp. And I'd spend my evenings teaching her the business. He could have talked to her about who I am.
Mm-hmm.
My accounting guy was here. I had a business partner here. I had my best friend from high school here. He really helped me. I had 2 best friends growing up. The one I've been talking about and this other guy, real country son of a bitch. We used to go get in bar fights. I'll never forget this. He was a senior when I was a sophomore. And then he graduated, so I'm like a junior.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a junior. I got a test on Canterbury Tales. We skipped school. Because I'll tell you, at the point I knew that my mother would never hit me again because I was just too fucking big and strong, and I know the exact moment that happened. I basically, after that, which is my sophomore year, I knew she'd never hit me again.
Yeah.
So after that, I kind of did what I wanted.
Yeah.
And what could she say? I had my own job. Any family would have took me in, any family. Like, I was very loved. Might not have been by my parents, but all the other kids' parents, bro, I was golden.
You got love
I
and
was
support.
gold. Fuck
right,
yeah, man.
Right,
I can't sit here and act like I didn't.
I understand.
They loved me. They took care of me, man. He used to buy me uniform clothes.
Right.
We'd skip school, go float the river, which you would love, by the way. It's a blast. Drink beer all day, catching bass. We'd get out. There's a little sports bar called Magnolia Beach Truck Stop, which is basically just this big ass truck stop that's like a strip mall, and it's got a Mexican restaurant, a truck stop, and a bar in it. And we'd be in this where I learned how to dance to country music.
Yeah. You dance to country music?
Oh, bro, like a motherfucker, son. I can tear
Two-step?
a dance. Bro, I do, bro. Play some country music. Let's go to Nashville. I'll show you.
Have you posted a video of you dancing on social media?
I think I have posted a video of me dancing with old ladies. I have a rule. I don't care if she's 80 or 280. I'm here to dance, son. But what he would do is use me as a honey trap. Cause look, even as I was like 6'2" by the time I was a sophomore. And I grew a couple inches after that, but I was plenty grown man looking enough.
Yeah.
And his brother, who they call Possum, was basically my same size. They would use his ID to get me into the bars so I could dance with the women, so they could get the women I didn't want. And every now and then we'd kind of get in a bit of a scuffle, you would call it. And I'll never forget, we got in this big old bar fight, cleared the whole bar out at Magnolia Beach. I have a test on Canterbury Tales in like 4 hours. I put my uniform back on, because of course you take your shirt off to fight if you're a real redneck. So I didn't have my uniform shirt on because that would have looked too suspicious going in the bar. I think I had a t-shirt on, but long story short, I'm sitting there on the tailgate and all the cop cars are there, and I'm sitting there acting like I'm studying, and the cop comes up to me and says, "Son, I already know what part you had to play in this, but why are you wearing khakis, and why do you have a backpack right there, and why are you reading a book?" And I'm like, "Well, I have a test in about 4 or 5 hours." "So you're in high school?" "Yes, sir." "Go home."
Yeah.
But I didn't go home, so we had to go wake his parents up so we go bail him out of jail. But after that, I slept in my truck. I made like a 70 on the test. You know, probably got some help. But yeah, I have a wonderful life, and I've been very blessed.
Yeah, I see that.
Maybe the people that, you know, the world said I should have their version of a 10 out of 10 relationship with. But I mean, even like if you think about my relationship with my father, I walk in the house, I'm the man.
Yeah.
Like, I've taken care of my family completely. Even my stepfather. I have a closing next week in Rayville, Louisiana. His dad died, and they got this old beat up ass trailer on the bayou down there. And it sat on the market and sat on the market and sat on the market. And he was supposed to get about 20 grand because of the succession. And I said to myself, you know, I don't buy single families. I buy 100 units or more at this point. I said, I'm going to buy that motherfucker because he might not have been my dad. I understand why he didn't spend time with me because he had 2 sons by my mother.
Yeah.
However, it was his hard work that put a roof over my head for a little while. And so I'm buying that property so he gets his money. I'll rent it, do whatever. It's not normally what I do, but it just so turns out that the son of Possum, the older brother,
Yeah.
lives in Monroe. And he wants to get into real estate. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to teach him real estate. I'm going to turn around and sell it to him on an owner finance and let him get that rep.
Right.
And I hope that somehow, some way, through me mentoring him, that he changes my life the way his daddy changed mine.
Wow.
And to me, that's success.
Yeah.
But Lewis ain't here to hear that.
Does that makes you emotional?
It means a lot to me.
It means
Yes,
it makes you emotional.
It does very much.
Yeah.
I always say I don't cry. That's not true. I got a lot of heat for this, but this Down syndrome kid hit a bunch of threes in a basketball game. And I cry every time I see that video.
Yeah.
There's times where I see a movie and some guy fights and fights and fights and fights.
Yeah.
And he finally breaks through. I'll cry.
Yeah.
I cry from joy.
Yeah.
And every time it's watching somebody else get what they wanted because I can see myself in them. I understand them. I'm proud of them.
Right.
That I'll cry for. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will. It
It
brings,
touches something
it
inside
brings,
you.
like, yeah. Yeah. And I'm completely okay with that.
Yeah. It's human. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's completely human.
It's good to see you
It's-
feel.
Actually, the saying I don't cry thing, or men shouldn't cry thing, is one of the things I would take back. Now, it was on the Iced Coffee Hour, huge podcast.
I'm seeing it.
Podcast, you speak in absolutes.
Yeah.
And true enough, I do not think you should cry in front of your woman. I don't. But that's not because I'm scared of vulnerability in front of my girl. It's because if we're in a crying situation, it's my time to step up and be the rock that her emotional waves crash into. Now
Sure.
I have to step into leadership
Sure.
role. That's what I meant.
I understand. Yes,
Now,
of course.
I could make my point and then like try to explain it after, except if this happens and a retarded kid hits threes. That's what they got mad at me about. I said the R word, which I didn't know that word was so offensive.
Right.
It's technically a real word.
Uh-huh.
It's in Webster's dictionary. It's actually a real word. I digress. What I really mean is you shouldn't be the weak point when people are looking up to you to be the strong one.
Yes.
That is your
Yeah.
responsibility.
And you can't always be strong.
No.
And in those places, we have to be willing as men to let ourselves down and be supported. In other words, I don't trust the king who can't receive support and love. Like, because no one man can hold it all
I wouldn't either.
entirely by
I would
themselves.
believe
You know what I
he was
mean?
lying.
And I think that's an important point. You know, it's like the king has to be able to receive. The king has to be able to let down. The king has to be able to let himself be nurtured and taken care of. Like he can't, because somebody who's always the rock, I'm not saying this is what you're
I get
doing,
it.
but I'm just saying in general as a concept, somebody who's always a rock and always got it, eventually they're going to crack, right?
I agree.
there eventually something's going to happen.
Especially somebody like me, where all the world sees
Yeah.
is what I know I need to do for the algorithm.
Yeah.
They suspect that I'm walking around acting like a hard ass all day, which is like quite
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
the opposite. You could handpick any person that knows me
Yeah.
and ask them about me, and it'd be the
Yeah.
last thing they tell you.
Yeah.
However, when you're incentivized
Mm-hmm.
to like talk a certain way, I'm not out here trying to hide it.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of people try to hide how social media works. I won't. If I'm not going to lie to you about how I live my life, I'm sure as hell not going to lie to you about this social media bullshit.
Sure.
I'm not a fucking influencer, man. I built real businesses.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah.
In fact, to this day, my construction and my real estate, by a long shot, outpace any money I make on the internet.
Right.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on wealth. Because internet money is just internet money.
I understand.
I'm talking about wealth. So, am I scared to show it? No. Am I asked? No.
Well, you're doing it now.
You're asking.
Yeah. I'm asking.
You're asking, cowboy.
Yeah. So you're willing to show it
Yeah.
because I'm asking. You're just waiting for somebody to ask. That's I guess that's why, why I'm here and why I'm doing this, why I did the interview with Tate.
I did it for Louis though. I did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
You know why I did it for Louis? I'm gonna go back to my strategy.
Yeah.
I knew it was a hit piece. I'm an adult. I accept that from Louis. My strategy was don't record him. Don't come out beforehand and say he's trying to do me wrong. You know what I was betting on? I was betting on if I spend enough time around Louis, he'll see me for who I really am. And for that reason, I think that I'll come out the best. Which, despite the editing, I think I did.
You think Louis knows the truth of? Do you think he sees you?
Oh, yeah.
He gets it.
Louis knows.
I think.
Louis knows. You know how I know?
How?
I even heard him say it. He was on a podcast where a guy, somebody sent me this, where a guy's like, it was a British podcast. He's, that blonde, for whatever reason, they call gingers blondes over there, whatever.
Yeah.
I say soccer, so fair enough. I do it on purpose. But anyway, I digress again. He goes, I was just waiting for him to crack. And Louis said, of all of them, Justin had it the most together. Louis knows who I am.
Yeah.
But it is not Louis' fault that he didn't save me.
Yeah, I understand.
He cut some shit up on me, particularly with her in the kitchen.
Well, I think what happens is, and I think this points to the phenomenon of all of it, is that a lot of people are threatened by guys like you.
Yes.
Guys like Tate.
Yeah.
Because the
It's a
truth
fox and
is
a
when
rabbit.
shit goes down, you guys have to lead.
We're the
And
ones.
it's guys like you who built this country. I mean, that's the
That's a
truth of
fact.
it, right? Like,
It's a fact.
who landed
We're
here,
also the ones that fight the fucking wars.
fight the fucking wars, and when shit's going sideways,
We say the shit nobody wants to say.
cops come in,
Right.
firemen, all these kind of guys. And I think there's a large segment of the population that doesn't want to acknowledge that. They don't want to admit that. And that's why I'm
That's
a
why I
big
fight
fan of
for
the,
'em.
yeah, exactly. Me too. The John Wayne myth, right? Like I watch all John Wayne movies and the mythology of John Wayne is he's there to be of service, right?
Yeah.
And that he's always misunderstood. He always feels like he's too much. Like he has to do the hard thing that nobody else is willing to
Right.
do. And he does it even while being demonized, even while being misunderstood.
That's
and
right.
the satisfaction comes internally that he's
I know what
yeah,
I
I
do.
know. And that's just kind of what the world is
Right.
for like
Certain types of men.
certain types of men. And that's what it is for you. That's
Yeah,
what
and
it is
I
for
accept
Tate.
the role.
Yeah.
Like,
But here's the thing. It also kind of sucks. Like it's kind
Sure.
of painful. That's how I
Sure.
feel
I
about
feel
it. It's
it.
like you don't fucking see my goodness. I'm here fucking being of service.
I get it.
I'm trying my best. I
Who
know
you telling?
I'm my aggression and my
Yeah.
anger. I know it can feel like too much, and sometimes maybe I say shit.
Yeah.
It's I get it wrong.
Think
Whatever.
about it. Think about it with my dad.
Yeah.
He thinks I'm too rigid.
Yeah.
That rigidity, that ability to stand up to that steel
Yeah.
guy on a job site and be
Yeah.
ready to throw hands with him,
Yeah.
which is his language, by the way,
Yeah.
is the reason I was able to pay his fucking house off.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Am I too much like my grandfather? I tell you this, those fucking Japanese motherfuckers maybe think so. When my grandpa was fucking mowing the motherfuckers down,
Yeah.
but he did what he had to do.
Yeah.
And he came home and he took care of my grandmother,
Yeah.
and he took care of my father, he took care of my aunt. What else am I to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I feel the pain of them hating me, knowing that if they even gave me a chance to talk to me, there's no chance they wouldn't like me. But
That's
you
right.
know what? That is my cross to bear.
Yes. That is
And I'm
your
in peace with that.
Yeah.
So, crucifixion or cross to bear, either one's fine with me. I know who I am. Isn't that what matters?
That. Yeah.
It's everything to me.
Well, and you surrounded by yourself with people. You have a loving woman, and who I can see that she respects you, appreciates you,
It's
loves
not
you.
just her.
Yeah, no, lots of people.
You ever see 310 to Yuma?
I did, yeah.
You know that scene where they got him in the handcuffs upstairs and he's like, you might want to let me go. I'll cry. This might be a cry. My boys are coming.
Right.
If I hire a new guy and he's on a big project somewhere, anywhere in the country, and I show up because he's not doing what he should, I can truly look him in the eyes and say, my friend, I make one phone call. My boys are coming, bro.
Yeah.
They're coming because of me.
Yeah.
They're coming because of what I do for them.
Yeah.
What I've done for them in their lives, their families' lives. I sleep easy at night, David. I know exactly who I am. I can be at peace with that.
Yeah.
You can edit this how you want, bro. Truly. I know.
Yeah.
They know. We know. I'm the luckiest man in the world, bro. Period. Now you know.
Feels like a good place to
I love it.
To
I
end it.
appreciate you coming, man.
appreciate you.
You wanna eat
Thank
some
you-
gumbo?
Thank you so much. I do.
Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Hey, good talk.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
You too.